T-ball practice or not today.
Oh, yeah.
So he dropped you off there, just straight off the interstate, and that was the first stop?
Yeah, Alec dropped me off there, and I was just going to grab, because I hadn't eaten anything that day, I was going to grab some food and then just find a spot to hitchhike down the highway somewhere here and go from there. And it looked like I could have found some spots. Traffic would be very busy, but you'd be able to find someone going in the right direction eventually.
Yeah.
And then it started raining. If I had already eaten, I might have been able to catch a ride before the rain started, but I ate and I came outside and I'm like, oh crap.
It wasn't even supposed to rain today. Like it was.
Yeah, I looked at the forecast and.
Yeah, this morning I got up and even before I left, and my boss was like, "Yeah, man, this weather is surprising me." I was like, I don't know whether to go to my son's t-ball practice or not. But apparently it is raining in Gloucester now, so.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. So you've never had your car break down yourself, and you're like, no,
I've never owned a vehicle that broke down. Yeah, this one doing from the work.
Yeah.
And it's my little daily driver, and it's been perfect, and every other vehicle I've had, I've never had a vehicle break down before that I've needed any ride or any help.
That's pretty.
Knock on wood, I'll probably break down.
Yeah. No, we've talked about it. Not sure if
It's pretty crazy though that I saw you because I was telling my wife about it, and she was like, "Did you see the guy not too long ago that was right, on 17, and he was hanging on the side of the road, and he had a sign that said, I'm videoing for YouTube."
Oh, really?
Yeah, like this thing, and I was
Yeah.
like, I wanted to pick him up just to see what it was about, to talk to him, but literally it was like my house was the next light up.
Oh, okay.
And it would have been too much for him, so.
Huh. Yeah, people have been like, you should have some kind of sign saying what you're doing, and people know YouTube. Everyone knows YouTube, but
Yeah.
if I say I'm Twitch live streamer.
Well, even YouTube, you got to get the person to believe you, and most people are like, yeah, right. Saying whatever he can do to get, to get a ride.
If you have a professional looking camera rig, though.
Yeah, he did. He had it sitting. He had a tripod just sitting on the side of the road with a sign standing next to it.
Yeah. Which, part of one of my rules on a previous trip was look clean but not wealthy.
Yeah.
And as soon as you have camera equipment, then camera equipment is in general pretty expensive.
Yeah.
And people see it as expensive. So, you make yourself a little bit more of a target.
Yeah.
With that said, if it's a live stream, it's not the smartest thing to try and steal something live on camera.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Were you gonna try to go to Yorktown, like the battlefield area, or you were just gonna?
I'm just traveling right now. The weather's too crap right now for me to be playing
it's
tourists
closed
and
now.
stuff.
Yeah, it's closed now anyway. But
Oh,
I was
is
just
it?
saying,
Okay.
I didn't know if he actually was that was a sightseeing spot you were gonna.
No, I just thought I'd take rather than the interstate and just go somewhere a bit nicer.
They actually just built a brand new center for that. For the war that happened there.
Mm-hmm.
Brand state of the art. It's brand new. Probably way over budget. And but it's right on the beach. Right where the war went down. So it's pretty cool. It's they still have the bunkers built up. Reenacting it. The same fences. They have everything. It's really neat. They do reenactments there every once in a while. Shoot cannons off.
Oh yeah.
Blank gunfire. Yeah. It's pretty neat if you're out of town.
Cool. Yeah.
For me, local, and it's just
You've probably seen it before.
Yeah.
Once you've seen it, you've seen it.
Yeah. Same thing. We have Busch Gardens at Williamsburg, and we have Busch Gardens in Water Country. And for me, we can go every weekend. You buy a pass, and we can go every weekend. And you go there, and you see people who spend a whole week there.
Yeah.
There's no way I could spend a whole week at this place. As fun as it is. It's just weird that a amusement park like that can bring people from out of area for a whole week to stay there to go to something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. If you were gonna go on vacation, where would you go? For few weeks. What place would hold your attention for that long?
Probably. I've been on quite a few cruises, and I really enjoyed staying in St. Martin, like buying or renting like a villa and just not actually having to go anywhere and have a schedule, just to do it. Normally, you know, everything's so fast paced when you get off a boat,
I'm with you.
cruise ship. Yeah, you're like, you gotta go.
Yeah.
And we really love it there. Like, it just seems to be like a relaxful place. The beach, like the water, the sand on your feet was just smooth. Like around here in North Carolina, it's shells, you know, and it just tears your feet up, especially if you have little kids. And but over there, the sand is just like, you know, soft, and you can walk out in the water for, you know, quite a ways before the waves break. As to where here they break right on shore. This is just somewhere to relax. I have 2 kids, so you know they're young. One's 6 and one's 2. So they just take a toll on you, you know. My wife and I just kind of got to make time, and we just haven't had that chance yet.
Yeah. Young kids make it very difficult to travel. Have you taken them on any trips, or is it
We've been on 2 cruises with them. We went on one, and we said, well, we only had 1 child at the time, and we said we never go on another one. And then spring break this year, we decided to take him on another one. But this time we had my 2-year-old, and it was worse. We're like, all right, that is it. We are done.
Until they're a bit older,
Yes,
can kind of control themselves a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just chasing them around, and you know, it's just
Doesn't make it much of a vacation when you're.
No, they have like childcare, you know, on the ship where the kids go in the room and they have fun. I mean, my son loves it. He wants to be there, but at the same time, we feel like he goes to daycare every day. Why would we? You know, this is his vacation. Why would we throw him in another daycare? You know.
I guess, yeah.
So my wife kind of feels bad about it, but we did it here and there, just to get away, just to get at least an hour or 2 away.
Yeah.
But it's I noticed you're from Canada. Like my mother's side is from Canada, but Ontario area.
Oh, okay.
So
Eastern, yeah.
I spent a lot of time in Canada going back and forth. We always drove.
That's a decent drive.
Yeah, we drove to Ontario. My uncle lives in Ontario, and then my grandfather lives in Sault Ste. Marie, Canada, which is just over the Michigan lakes where the Sioux Locks are. That's where my grandfather lives. That was actually a worse drive, you know, than Ontario. We could just head straight up, you know, through New York and on up.
Yeah.
As where the other one we have to go through Michigan and all the way around.
Yeah, for sure.
So I remember when I was younger going to Mackinac Island, riding his bikes around and all that stuff. It was, you know, it's a big tourist area over there. Spent a lot of time in Canada. Now I hear they're legalizing weed, so I'm sure getting back into the States isn't going to be easy anymore.
Actually, that's true, yeah. Unless it's like Washington, because it's legal in Washington anyway.
Yep. I'm
but
sure
every other border crossing, yeah.
They already ask you weird questions to try to make you uncomfortable anyway, as it is, to see how you react.
They put the pressure on. I took the ferry from British Columbia to northern Washington State, and it was pretty chill there. They'd ask what I was doing and if I had money and stuff like that. Yeah, but they didn't really pry too hard. But yeah, sometimes you'll get the person that is really trying to make you slip up.
Yeah.
And I've never crossed when I've had anything to hide, but like you feel like you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, it's just you know, when you go over there, who are you visiting? How long?
Yeah.
Do you plan on bringing anything back? You're like, I don't know if I'm going to bring anything back or not. Like, you know, you can only bring X amount of, like, you know, my uncle came here and he wanted me to build him a computer, and I built him one, but then he was like, all right, this is over X amount of dollars. So when I go back over, if it stays under this amount, I won't get hit. I don't know if they get taxed or they get something. And he's like, you know, it's weird. I remember, this is years, I mean, I was so young, but I do remember going to Mackinac Island, and you have to go back to Canada. Like, you know, my grandfather lives in Sault Ste. Marie, like I said, which is only a stone's throw away from Michigan. So we went to Mackinac Island, which is considered in the States, and then you have to take the ferry back over, you have to take the bridge back over into Canada. Yeah. So my parents back in the day, they smoked, and they bought a carton of cigarettes. And he was like, did you buy anything while you're over there in the States? And my parents were like, yeah, just a carton of cigarettes. No, sure enough, like they pulled him over and searched their whole. It took like 2.5 hours just for them to verify a carton of cigarettes. I mean, they searched everything, and when they search it, they don't put anything back. Like they literally like pull your whole glove department out and leave it there, and then say, "Have a nice day." Your whole trunk is destroyed. Like they go through everything.
Yeah. We were a kid and we were just driving across the border to Washington, then gonna go down to California for like a little vacation. And it was nighttime. We were crossing at the Peace Arch, crossing just south of Vancouver, and we wanted to check out the Peace Arch, so we like pulled over before the border. But apparently it closes at night, so it was closed.
Yeah.
And we got out there and like we were checking it out, and all of a sudden like 4 guys with automatic weapons come out and they're like, "Please return to your vehicle," and like. They were not happy about us checking out the Peace Arch, which is supposed to symbolize the peace between Canada and the United States, but with weapons drawn. I don't know what they thought we were going to do to the Peace Arch, but apparently something warranting weapons.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw you in Norfolk. I was actually watching that video when that guy walked up to you on the bike, and I'm kind of glad Banjo got you, because I mean, if you'd literally walked like you were with all that stuff on your back, I was like, oh my gosh, this is
not the area to be doing that.
It's not, man. It was kind of sketchy watching that, and then and it wasn't not too long ago that, or after I was watching, sure enough, he rolls up on you, but he was asking a lot of weird questions about your equipment and stuff. It was almost like he was trying to gauge in his head what he could get for it, But he played it good, But he wouldn't have been the only one to come up to you especially at that time of night.
Like my plan when I got dropped off there was just to get a bite to eat and then get a motel room, but people are like, man, that Motel 6 there is not a nice place to be.
Yeah, that's, I mean, like I said, like Newport News, that's the bad area in Norfolk. There's another, you can go to Waterside, bar, of course it's a lot of bars and stuff, but it brings a lot of tourists.
Yeah,
this is where a lot of college kids go to party at and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I was like, oh man, I thought it wasn't good watching that. It made me cringe when that guy was, you just give me the cash. Just give me the cash.
Like, no. I'll buy you some food, mate.
Yeah.
No cash.
Yeah, we're in Yorktown now. Just on the outside of Yorktown. Yorktown's not too big.
And the main draw is like the battlefield and memorial monuments, all that stuff,
They spent a ton of money not too long ago that Queen Elizabeth visited, and they spent so much money redoing the parkway and making like the Colonial Parkway, which is like pretty much runs along the beach, along the York River here. And inside Williamsburg, they spent so much money making the roads look nice, and literally to impress her for the week that she was here, Cost the taxpayers so much money. I mean, they redid these little guardrails and made them look bronze instead of silver, and I mean, just a ton of money went into this to impress this. And she visited, the battlefields and,
Yeah,
but Yorktown, Yorktown's fairly small. Gloucester was very, very small. I mean, at one point, now it's blown up. I mean, stores everywhere, and it's crazy. When I grew up, like looking at pictures from when I was young, and it was just trees on each side of this road that we're about to go on, and now it's just cleared full of businesses. But once you get farther up north, sort of where I live, that's where it opens up. You have 17 really opens up wide, and there's tons of there's not a lot of traffic, but it's a steady flow. Steady flow and
decent shoulders.
Yes, huge shoulders. Like you will have.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't understand, like in like Alabama and stuff, like they have 2 lanes and then no shoulder and a raised curb, like 90-degree curb. But like if your car breaks down, and this is between towns, there's nothing there. You're like in the forest, but you can't pull off the road.
Yeah. Huh.
Like it's dangerous to like if you break down, you have to stop in your lane of traffic because there's almost a foot high 90-degree angle of concrete.
Yeah.
Just
I've never been to Alabama before. I've never seen it.
And I just like hiked to the next town and like went to gas stations instead, but like it wasn't good. This is the the type of highway I prefer to hitchhike on rather than interstates, on-ramps, and all that.
Yeah. Well, every once in a while I go home. I travel this road every day to go home, obviously, and there'll be, hitchhikers on the road, a lot of times. Sometimes you don't know if they're hitchhikers, you don't know if did their car break down a few miles up the road and they're walking somewhere, you never know.
Were most of them walking and throwing their thumb, or standing?
No, they're just walking. Some people would turn around every once in a while, you'd see with their thumb up, but, for the majority of the part, people walk down this road, and there's really not a reason to walk. And once you get past a certain spot here where there's housing over here, there's no real reason to walk on this road,
Yeah.
unless they're just going for a walk, which is kind of strange on a highway that's this busy.
How long's your commute on average?
Generally in the afternoons, about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And but in the mornings, I usually can get to work in probably about 30.
It's not rush hour in the morning?
I try to leave. It's so weird because if I leave at 7 o'clock in the morning, I'll hit traffic, and it'll take me 45 minutes to get 50 minutes to get to work. But if I leave at 6:45, I can just dodge like the majority of the traffic.
Yeah.
I mean, just that little bit of time.
Yeah. And what industry are you in? You don't have to give a specific
I actually I paint cars. I do it for I do a lot of insurance work.
Yeah.
But I don't do any of the bodywork stuff. I basically have a prepper that sands and tapes for me, and I stay in the paint booth and I spray all day. Anywhere between. Can paint anywhere between 5 and 15 cars a day.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Just non-stop spraying.
What do you think of that, Joe?
I've done it since I think I started when I was 16, and I'm 35 now. So
oh, wow.
Yeah, I've been doing it a long time. I love it because every day is car colors. A lot of people don't see it like that, but it fades. So every job that comes in is different. I don't sit there and do the same thing. I don't just paint bumpers all day. I just don't paint this all day.
Yeah.
And I'm on commission. So the more volume I do, the more money I make.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's far exceeded any amount of money that I would ever thought I would have made. I work for one of the biggest dealerships that has a body shop here in the area before you head to Virginia Beach. So yeah, the money is good.
Yeah.
I don't see myself doing anything else. I do think about it, I do this motion every day with my the pulling of the gun, the trigger, and I spray. I'm spraying all day, and actually, I'm starting to get the effects of carpal tunnel in my right hand.
Yeah.
So dang, 30. I'm only 35, and here I am with already carpal tunnel, and I gotta tell myself, man, I've been doing this, for 15, 16 years. It's crazy.
Well, that sounds like you enjoy it.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah. But what would you do if you weren't doing that?
Hell if I know, man. I really don't know.
Yeah.
Now that I know, as I get older, I'm probably be work for an insurance company, probably be an adjuster or something, just because it's in the same field. I'll write the estimates for the vehicles when they're.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably be one of something like that. Stay in the field because they still make pretty decent money around here. So. And I'm familiar with the estimates and the process of writing them and stuff like that. So it's probably what I'll do when I slow down a little bit. I'm getting ready to go over the Coleman. This is the Coleman Bridge I was telling you about, and at one point it was the biggest, or the biggest, or the second biggest swing bridge in the United States.
Yeah.
It swings out. I don't know if it still is or not. They put a toll on it to pay for it going into Gloucester. They told us it would be paid off by 2017. And here it is, 2017. They're telling us that it's not paid for yet, and it's going to be 2030 something before it's going to be paid for.
Wow.
Yeah.
When did it get put in?
Oh, I can't remember, man. It's been years now. Years. But it used to be a single lane bridge.
Yeah.
And it was a graded bridge the whole way. And it's really not that big. But apparently there's not many, swing bridges out there that are this size that, swing out. But this is...
so they'll close it for traffic?
Well, This is the Naval Weapons Station over here to your left.
Yeah.
This is the York River. And this is the naval. Well, you can see the dock there. There's no ship there.
Oh yeah.
But usually they're over there, and they'll get their weapons from there.
Yeah.
And then they need to go out to the Atlantic, so they have to go underneath of here.
Yeah.
So yeah, they have to swing it out, and they pretty much stop traffic. It takes them about 30 minutes, maybe less, to get it open and closed, and the ship to pass through.
Yeah.
T-ball is canceled, so I can take you a little bit farther north.
Oh, appreciate that.
Yeah.
T-ball is canceled.
Yeah. I figured it would be.
Do you play some sports yourself?
No, not no more.
No.
I played them all through high school.
Yeah.
Soccer and baseball.
Yeah.
No more. I just do pretty much just the gym when I have time. Usually go to the gym every day on my lunch break. That's pretty much it. And my wife put up a picture, and I was like, holy shit, do I really have a beer gut like that? And, and she was laughing. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna.
At some point,
what?
I know, everyone says that, and like, I know at some point it's gonna happen.
Gloucester right now. This is Gloucester Point. We have a lot of what they consider guineamen, the fishermen. We have a road up here called Guinea Road.
Yeah.
And it is, I'm sure people in your stream have heard of it, but I mean, when I tell you their accent is one of a kind, it's one of a kind. You'll know one when you see them at the grocery store.
Yeah.
I mean, they have that Cajun accent in their own type of language, and they're a different breed, and don't step on their lawn in the middle of the night, because your ass is gonna come in the car. They usually set fields on fire every once in a while. A lot of my family members in the fire department, it's all volunteer around here.
Yeah.
And at a certain time every year that you'll see smoke coming up right here, and it's just way out in the woods though, but you'll see it from here. And they light the damn fields on fire and burn acres and acres of field because they want to burn off a little area to grow asparagus.
Yeah.
But the wind blows it, and it takes off, and they lose control of it every year. It happens every year on and on.
And then do they get big fines or something? Like I assume
I don't
you
know
must.
if they get fined. I don't know. You gotta know who did it.
I guess
yeah.
But wait, they own the field. Whoever owns the field.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you can is the person who owns the field responsible? What if they didn't light the fire?
I guess, yeah.
You just gotta catch them in a lie, I guess. I don't know. I know that it's a pretty hefty fine if they catch you. So.
Yeah. It makes sense. Like, well, where I'm from, like, forest fires are just rampant in the summer. And it's destroyed whole communities and stuff. It's very dry in central BC. In the summer, that is. So they take fire seriously. If you discard a cigarette out your window, I think it's a $500 fine.
Yeah. I was just driving behind somebody. We have a lot of undercover cops here. In your casual, I mean, I've seen them in Priuses, believe it or not. There was one in like a new Yukon, and a guy flicked a cigarette, and I watched it. I was in this left lane, and he was in the right, and I watched it bounce right off his window, and then the cop flicked his lights on immediately. Pulled him over.
What would you get as a fine for something like that?
I'm not sure.
No.
I'm not sure what it is. Probably $250 or somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Maybe more now. And you never really know if they enforce those fines anyway. Some of them are just really high, and you go to court and they will lessen it.
Yeah. They're getting super strict on everything like that, and especially Canada. Like, your distracted driving stuff is no longer just cell phones; it's also like eating in your car and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
And it's several $100s for a distracted driving thing.
Yeah, we can talk on our. I know some states you can't, but we can talk on our phone here.
Oh, really?
You don't have to have hands free.
Oh.
But you can't text. So it's kind of weird.
Okay.
Like every once in a while, you'll see like the guy lives across the street from me. He's a cop, and he said that he'll pull people over for texting, but they say that they're actually getting ready to dial.
For a call?
Yeah, for a call.
Yeah.
So now they're trying to like say, okay, let's classify texting here. Is that, can that be considered it? You're looking down at your phone and you're dialing, you're typing,
Yeah. If you can talk on the phone, then at some point you have to answer the phone, so you do something that's similar to texting and you're distracted.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's pretty much, you can't use your phone at all in Canada unless it's 100% hands-free.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any place where you can.
Yeah, I think New York is like that now, and I'm sure some other states too.
Yeah.
They're not too bad here, but if they see you, they will pull you over in a heartbeat. And they don't play. It is getting bad. Like you can just follow behind somebody and you can tell they're on their phone. You can just watch them swerving in the lane, and you know, like this person's texting. We were actually driving the other day, and this girl had her foot up all over here on the dashboard, and her other knee on the steering wheel steering while she had two hands texting. Like my wife was like, seriously, just go past this girl. She's fucking crazy.
That's insane. So dangerous. Then I tell people the scariest part for me with hitchhiking, what I think is the most dangerous part of hitchhiking is driving itself. It's just driving.
Yeah.
Like there's so many people are a liability on the road.
Yeah.
Or like I can screen people for their personality before I get into their car, but I can't figure out if they're a competent driver or not.
Yeah. Is to just take 17 as far as you can north until
to kind of get to Washington, I guess.
Yeah, I know there's a way to do it. I don't know. I would usually hop on the Interstate 64 and take it up
to Washington. Yeah,
and then hop off of another interstate. That's how I make it way up. But I have gone to Maryland a few Baltimore Ravens games, and I've gone up 17, so I know you can do it. You don't hop on the interstates like other highways,
Yeah.
So it's a little bit longer. I think 30 minutes longer.
Okay.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, I prefer to take the road slightly less traveled.
Yeah, you can't. I don't think you can hitchhike on the interstates here.
Start of the on-ramp, you can. I couldn't be on the interstate itself. You just have to be kind of hitchhiking traffic before they're actually on the interstate.
Oh, so you can just stay on the on-ramp and just chill there until.
Yeah. I'll bet some cops will say you have to be at the like right before they turn onto the on-ramp, because the on-ramp's still interstate property. Other ones are like, that's the safest place to do it, so do it there.
Yeah.
It really depends on who you talk to. Which seems to be the case with all hitchhiking things. No one really knows. Well, it's subjective what the law actually says, and they'll like define what a roadway is, but it's not that clearly defined, and it varies state to state. Like we were talking about how the person flagged you down in traffic. Like that's the definition of illegal hitchhiking, because it's illegal to solicit a ride from the roadway. And most states define the roadway as the lane of traffic where traffic is flowing, but that doesn't include the shoulder, that doesn't include the soft shoulder. Everything past that white line on the right side is not the roadway for most places. But and that's kind of why 5 states have it illegal. I think it's just the definition of roadway, where they include the shoulder and stuff like that as roadway.
Yeah, they don't have much of a shoulder right here, but farther up north,
they do.
You'll still catch people. I mean, you'll still see them walking down the road hitchhiking. And just got grass to walk through. I just don't know. I could take you. I'm trying to figure out what would be a good spot, because like if you're trying to stay in a hotel or something, there's one up here, but I don't know about anything farther north. Or how's this weather to you? Does it look like you're going to be able to?
It kind of like the problem is just I'll put my wet weather gear on and for my phone and stuff, and then the phone will overheat, and then I'll lose the stream.
usually stream till nighttime, right?
Yeah, until the sun goes down. So it's 8 o'clock ish here when the sun's going down.
Yeah, usually with this overcast, it might get dark a little bit
earlier.
sooner. Yeah.
Still got 2.5-ish hours. Yeah.
I mean, we're probably just getting north of that. We probably just drove through it, but it'll eventually catch you.
Yeah. I never really know what I'm doing. I just wing it every single day, which I kind of like. But then other times, like, there's probably situations where you should actually make a plan.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, I don't know. I pretty much stay. I mean, I've gone everywhere, but there's a few. I don't want you staying in a bed. Anywhere up here is not bad.
Mm-hmm.
You're kind of out of the area now, but I didn't really know exactly what you were trying to stay. If we were going to stay out or just get a hotel, because there's one up here. Area up here of shopping that has hotels across the street and stuff like that.
Okay.
And but then we can go as far north as Tappahannock, but I don't really go up there. But I can take you up that way up north if you want to push as far as you can go. It's not too far. I mean, that'll put you, if you can catch somebody heading north, to Richmond, and well, no, you won't be going. I mean, it depends if you catch somebody going to. There's an area up here at West Point.
Yeah.
You can cut over and get on the interstate, and people take that and they head north. They head towards Richmond, and they veer off towards Richmond, and they head towards DC.
Yeah.
Fredericksburg and all those areas.
Okay.
But as far as you need to catch the right person to go straight up 17,
Mm-hmm. It's true. Tough call.
There's a lot of traffic that goes up that way.
Yeah. Up 17 or towards Richmond?
17. 17 stays busy.
Yeah.
More that way, and then more going south. North, it's a steady flow of traffic.
Yeah.
Not like this, by no means.
Peters, this is all like commuting from.
This is pretty much commuting for Newport News. There's not a whole lot of, businesses. There is businesses in Gloucester, but all the bigger paying, That we have the shipyard, the Newport News shipyard, and I would say they employ they employ a ton of people, and a lot of people in Gloucester have jobs there. So a lot of people do that Newport News commute every day.
Yeah. Did you already have this job when you moved to this place out here with the commute plan?
I worked in a little mom and pop shop at Gloucester Point, right when we come over the bridge. Yeah. And then I went and started another dealership, and then I've been at the one I'm at. So I've only worked at 3 places my whole life.
Wow.
Yep.
That was crazy.
I know.
Yep, I already don't know how many places I've worked at, and I'm 23. I've had a few job offers, to veer off and not to do the same line of work, just for different people. And it's just, sometimes you just think about, I was like, man, this place has treated me so good, I don't really want to leave them hanging. Mm-hmm.
And I see people who are valued to their companies, and they say, all right, I'm going to go let them know I'm quitting and see if I can play this money game with them,
Yep. And
then it just works out, and sometimes it works out good for them, and sometimes it works out bad, because animosity, other employees do find out about it. I mean, there's no legal issue that says your boss can't let anybody know what you make.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, if you're when you're in a tight little body shop, people talk, and I've seen people, oh, he makes this much. You know what? I'm not doing this job. If he makes this much, he can do it. Like pain in the ass jobs, restorations, rust jobs.
Yeah.
And things like that. So everywhere I've been, they took care of me. It was really hard to quit both places that I worked at. Really hard, but I did it because I was offered more money,
Yeah. But you ended up going to good places, it wasn't like.
Yeah, I've never left a place and went down in pay either.
Yeah.
So it's worked out. Some people go somewhere and they end up making less for less, because it's less stress or whatever reasons it would be in their life. But if I'm right now at my age, I don't care about. I'm working to make as much money as possible, to put away as much money as possible, for my family. And eventually, I know that I'm going to have to take a huge pay cut and slow down a little bit, because age will catch up with you. I've worked with guys who were doing what I do, and they can't even, bend down to spray lower, parts real low on cars, and then watch the younger guys come in and just run circles around them. And when you're in commission, they give the work to whoever can get it done the fastest.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, man, these guys come to work every day, and these young kids are coming up, and that's like any job, though. Any job can do that to you.
Yeah.
But no, I'm surprised. I've only worked at 3 places too when I think about it. It's crazy.
I've probably worked at like 12 or something like that by now.
I mean, do you see yourself stopping this? Like, when are you gonna stop?
I don't know. I can't hitchhike forever.
I know, but
it's tiring. So I don't know. I do really like the streaming. So if I can keep it going, while still coming back to the core, what started from hitchhiking, just for shorter things.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Eventually, you gotta start thinking about,
a career.
Yeah. I mean,
and like this is good as far. People are like, how are you gonna explain this gap in your resume? I'm like, this isn't the gap.
Yeah. Some employers will actually think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, and even without the streaming, that's how I got my other jobs. It actually ended up being my interviews. Like on my resume, I have that I've hitchhiked, through 25 countries and stuff like that. And rather than talking about, relevant stuff to the job, we just shoot shit about traveling.
Yeah.
If they're interested in traveling.
This is the general area. That would be where the hotel is. A nice, Comfort Inn, and then these are your little pizza shops and stores, Walmart's, Chick-fil-A's.
Oh, yeah.
I would have loved to be the owner of that Chick-fil-A. They've only had one in Newport News, and they put this one here, and the guy's got to be killing it.
Oh, it looks pretty busy right now.
I swear they put crack in there. Everybody swears it.
I've only been once, and it was really good.
This is kind of where your shoulder starts for a long way,
Nice. It's so nice to see a shoulder.
Yeah.
A lot of places in the U.S. that don't really do much as far as a safe place to pull over, which makes it difficult.
Yeah.
Because that's my goal, is to find the safest place for both me and the person pulling over to do the thing. And if it's not safe, I prefer to just not do it. Because I could be in a spot with no shoulder at all. Eventually, someone would have stopped in the middle of that lane of traffic and just flag me over, but that's dangerous for everyone around.
Yeah, you'll have people pulled over on the side of the road, and you got those rubberneckers that'll come and they'll just, next thing you know, they're all crashing.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen on the side of the interstate. A buddy of mine pulled over just to check something, and next thing you know, and the cars are just pounding into each other because somebody was looking over at him on the side of the street. We could have easily been killed there in that situation. I mean, they were just crashing all around us. I mean, it had to be 6 cars.
Yeah.
Parts flying everywhere.
Creates a chain reaction. People drive too close together, something happens, there's no time to react, and all of a sudden, some of the best spots are after a set of lights like this, if there's a shoulder, so when they start going again, they're actually going real slow. And
Yeah, I can take you. We'll just keep going north a little bit. I live right off this road right here.
Oh, really?
Down there. We can keep going up here and to a spot that you see, is a good area.
Yeah.
You won't have any. If you did want to stay somewhere, what do you usually do? Just go off in the woods?
Yeah.
Damn, man.
Looks like there's lots of good spots around here.
Oh yeah, especially when we start going up here.
Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of area, but yeah, we're kind of through the busy area now, and
Things
really opens up.
Yeah.
Really opens up here. Gotta watch the stream in the morning. I'm sure, I guarantee someone will pick you up pretty quick.
Yeah.
Generally, the people are pretty nice up here. A lot. If you can get up early, you catch us morning commuters. That some people just want somebody to talk to. You know what I mean?
Would they be commuting this way?
Yeah, there's people that commute this way. Yeah.
Where are they going to?
There's jobs out here. There's Tappahannock and another little area that's north here. I mean, majority of the jobs go that way, but there are, you'll catch people that are, doing a commute up this way. Have you ever caught a ride with truckers? Any truckers?
I have, but like most truck drivers won't pick you up. It's like banned by their company for insurance liability reasons. So on this trip, I've only been picked up by 3 out of 138 now.
Yeah.
So people are like, "Oh, I assume you get picked up by mostly truck drivers," and it's like, no, barely ever.
Yeah.
And if you're thumbing it, even though the shoulder's decent here, it's tough for them to pull over.
Yeah.
They got 100,000 pounds that they gotta bring to a stop. So they won't pull over for you, but truck stops you can get a ride.
Yeah.
It's just most can't take you. You'll occasionally get someone that just doesn't care about the rules.
Yeah. Well, some of those guys own their own trucks too.
And if they own if they're owner operator, then technically I'm not insured, but they're allowed to do whatever they want.
Yeah, you don't see many of them that own their trucks anymore, but there's a lot of guys out there that wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah.
I know a few people that work with it now, and they're putting like cameras all in there and stuff, all in their trucks now, so they're monitoring them as they're driving. Yeah, and they can see their speed, they know what they're driving, so it's like, man.
Yeah, I drove with one truck in Canada, and it not only a warning back to headquarters, and you'll get a call from your manager.
Damn.
It's like they micromanage you so much.
Yeah. There's Fredericksburg, 89 miles. You got a little way to go to DC. I think it's about, of course, DC traffic is absolutely horrid, man.
I've heard.
It is terrible.
I've heard. And I'm from Canada, so it's, I guess, legendarily bad.
Oh yeah, it's bad. I mean, it's not no LA traffic. I mean, that stuff is pretty bad. But yeah, DC is up there. So I mean, from here in Gloucester, it probably takes, I want to say, 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
I can't. Man, it's been so long. I usually go around. I literally
Through
go
the
around
interstate,
DC. Yeah, because if you look on your map, you'll see DC here. You'll see the interstate runs right into it, and you'll see the other one that goes right around it.
Okay, yeah.
But that one we'll get backed up too. A lot of people take that one just to stay out of the DC traffic.
Yeah.
This type of highway you like, or the type of you try to avoid?
This type?
Yeah,
it's decent. You
would rather have stoplights?
Yeah, just to slow things down, or at the end of a town before it picks back up to full highway speed.
Yeah.
Actually, that light right after your place is kind of like, I guess there's still some local traffic there, but pretty ideal as far as speed and a place to pull over goes. It's pretty wide shoulder, and then the lights in the town slow it down a little bit. Phone's 8%, 10%, 15% chance of rain for each hour, and it's nope, it's rain.
It's crazy. It's just like this little cell, and it formed, and it's just getting bigger the farther north it goes. I mean, it literally wasn't calling for anything today.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's this far north right now when I looked at the radar. So you're just going straight up the East Coast right now? Straight from Maryland
To Maine.
Yeah, straight to Maine. Then making your way back around?
Yeah, way back around. Like I've missed a few mid-central states like Kentucky, Tennessee, and stuff. So I'll have to dip all the way back down and hit those on the way back west. And then I got to hit the northern states, like your Michigan, Minnesota, and stuff.
Tennessee, you gotta go to Nashville. Nashville's,
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever been there. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
Just to hang out for the day at least.
I have heard good things about Nashville, so.
Yeah, I liked Memphis too. I liked Memphis, Tennessee. Those are two places I had a good time. Always something going on there.
Yeah. There's so many cool places to check out along the way. I could be doing this trip for like 2 years, and you'd still be finding new places. And
yeah.
I do miss quite a bit. Just as I go, I can't see everything. I can't go everywhere.
Yeah.
This would take way too much. This is already going to take like at least 4 months in total.
Jeez.
We're 2 months in, about halfway.
Yeah. Thought you were gonna be in DC tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Like I don't think you're gonna make it there. Get off the interstate. This is just, this is the right road to hitchhike on, but it's just, I mean, majority of that traffic going to DC is going to be from Interstate 64.
Yeah. Well, at some point.
The farther we go north, area, right?
Yeah.
Actually, it's coming up right here. Yeah, they take it to West Point, and West Point is the interstate on ramp.
Oh, okay, yeah. What time are you usually checking in?
If I get on, I mean, it's like usually when I get to work early, and so I mean, if you're out and about, I would say 7.
Yeah.
7:30. I've seen you up there pretty high. Even you didn't have a whole lot of viewers, but I mean, that early in the morning, all those top streamers, aren't really on.
That's true. Yeah. February he had 18,000 followers. Now he's got over 15,000, or 50,000 rather.
Yeah.
Just a couple months. He's doing real well.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of nice to see somebody do your average everyday Joe thing, not somebody dancing to Dance Revolution and stuff like that. Man, it's just an average day, just hanging out, grilling. Fishing, camping, like it's just something different.
No, that's good. It's really chill content.
Yeah, it's
relaxing.
Just being able to. I mean, if you just sat there and watched them, it'd be different. But the fact that you can interact with the people who are talking to you makes it better for everyone else. Because I would not sit there and just stare at them fishing. It's not. To me, it's not too fun. But just reading how he responds to everybody and the questions asked and stuff like that keeps it going.
Yeah. So you're pretty active in chat when you're watching streamers?
Not really.
No.
Not really. I'm kind of a little lurker. I'll say things here and there. I've actually met like so many people in yours and Alex chat that are from around here that you didn't even know. Like, when you were in Virginia Beach, people are like, you're not too far from me. You're 20 minutes or 30 minutes away.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I'm 30 minutes away too. And then they'll whisper me, where do you live? I live in Newtown, I live in Gloucester. And actually, believe it or not, when you were fishing with, I don't know if you were fishing with Alex. it might have been the first time. No, Alec had his own string going. It was when you first got picked up by Banjo and you were on your way to the house.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Actually came across a high school friend that I haven't seen in years.
On Alec's stream?
Yeah, he was an Alex stream. He said, he actually responded in chat. He's like, man, every time I see your stream, it reminds me of my hometown Gloucester. And I was like, no crap, I'm from Gloucester, so he whispered me. And he was like, I'm probably older than you, but, my name is this. And I was like, no shit, man. I'm like, I told him my name, and I was like, we went to high school together. What the hell? I haven't seen you since, we graduated. And he was like, what? He's like, I live in Portland, Oregon now. I was like, no kidding.
That's
like, it was
crazy.
Just weird,
What a small
I have not
world.
seen. He just like he went to the military, went to Iraq.
Yeah.
Ended up having some family issues, and came back home and just was like, I need to get out of this area, and he moved to Portland, Oregon. He installs cable for a fiber optic company up there now.
Yeah.
It's just weird, come to find out, like.
Such a small world.
Yeah, a lot of the same interests, still to this day.
Yeah.
Certain games we play and all that shit.
There you go. Alex bringing old friends back together. Man, this rain though.
I know, I can't believe it.
That sucks.
Yeah, see this road, you'll really want to try to catch people, like I said, early in the morning, because it's not too, it really opens up, It's not too much traffic.
Yeah.
But you won't go through long, I was watching you walk through Nags Head, and I was surprised, or Kitty Hawk, I was surprised you weren't getting more traffic, believe it or not, even though it's like a tourist area and it was that time of the year. I've been down there numerous times, and it always seems busier than that.
Like, yeah, around Ocracoke there's not much. Hatteras wasn't too busy. It wasn't until, going past Kitty Hawk and stuff where it was 2 lanes in each direction.
Yeah.
Like, things seemed to be steadier, and then it was coming up to Friday, Saturday, first weekend of kids out of school, and then it was getting pretty busy, but more coming onto the island than me leaving it.
Yeah.
How are the little regional airports around here?
That one is like the one you kind of went to in Nags Head. Those guys that flew out from Williamsburg, remember that time? It's very, very, they're very small. They're little private, and I don't think there's much traffic that goes out of them.
Okay. Yeah.
I know there's a lot of little airports like that around here because I checked the little drone app. Yeah, and the little drone app, you can't fly them anywhere because the airports are.
Oh, it's airspace for.
Yeah, there's airspace everywhere around here. It only takes one, like a helicopter landing spot too, and they zone the whole area off for drones. A massive area.
Yeah.
Because you never know. You have to. Well, they don't. It's not a no-fly zone, but you have to call the phone number and get approval first to let them know that you're going to be flying.
Yeah. 'Cause, I think I'm overdue for an airplane hitchhike. Haven't had one since New Orleans, so.
Yeah. Damn. I'm surprised. I mean, it'd be kind of. I think I would pitch if somebody came up to me and needed a ride and I was going the same way. I would have. Like if I was those guys that you saw in Nags Head that were from Williamsburg and they were going back, I would have gave you a ride. I mean, you're with your buddy too. It was 2 of y'all. Could have gave the guy a ride.
I don't blame them.
Yeah. I know.
But yeah, if I was in that situation, I'd give the kid a ride.
Yeah.
But I really don't blame people for not wanting to pick up hitchhikers. Everyone has a bad reputation. People are scared of other humans, and they just want to do their own thing, and I can appreciate that. But that's not me.
Yeah.
I like meeting new people. It's my favorite thing about hitchhiking is the people I meet along the way.
Yeah.
Meet some the most interesting, some of the most generous people you can imagine.
Yeah. They got 2 very good campgrounds right up here. Some of the best in the area. A lot of people come from around to stay at them. They have little water parks and stuff for all the kids and stuff like that. always thought it was silly, you know. I was like, man, why do people buy these big old campers just to go out there? But my mother-in-law just purchased one, and we went like 2 weeks ago, and we had actually the time of our life, and it was fun. I mean, granted, it was only like 10 miles up from our house, but we just had a blast, like just being away from home, you know.
Yeah.
And if it did get too hot for the kids, then they can go in the camper and cool off, and then come back out.
Yeah.
Just, you know. So now my wife's kind of hooked. She's like, I want to buy one. I bet you do.
Some big expenses though.
Oh, I know. Well, you can get. My coworker just bought one for like 20. I think it was supposed to be 30, but he got it for 25, brand new.
Yeah.
And it has a grill. I mean, everything, grill on it, everything you can think of. But then to compare it, my mother-in-law just bought one, and it was $77,000, and it was only 2 feet bigger than the one that my buddy got.
Yeah.
But it's just the inside, you know. You're not getting this contractor grade stuff. You're getting, you know, better.
Yeah.
So his sleeps 8. Hers only sleeps 2. It only has 1 bedroom in it, but his has bunk beds and everything. You can think of it.
Yeah.
And
No, I quite like camping. Albeit with stuff like this, like, doesn't make sense to me to pay, like, camping rates for tent camping are really expensive here.
Yep.
And it doesn't make sense for me to pay a bunch of money for a 10 by 10 piece of grass to set down my tent. There's so much open land out there.
Just like that place, that one we just passed, they charge $90 a night. So it's like, you know,
Wow.
you go for a whole weekend. You pay a ton of money, but you're paying for the amenities, the water park, and the things like that.
Water park.
Oh yeah, they have a water park.
Oh, I can see that. I'm like, that's the price of like a hotel room every night. Chill in Texas, thanks for the 100 bits. I want to go to a water park at some point. If I get a waterproof phone, then maybe I can stream it.
You just missed, you know, you were in if you could have gotten to Williamsburg, they have the water country there. It's massive there.
Yeah. Like, at this point, it would just have to be me doing my own thing by myself at the water park.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to stream. They probably wouldn't even let you stream it. They're like, no, you probably couldn't bring your phone on that.
Some of the rides, I know they have a sign that say like no GoPros. Like they have one slide there. It's crazy, straight down, you know.
Yeah.
And they have a strict sign that says no GoPros. But a lot of the other ones will let you if you have it on a helmet, if you're not holding it in your hand.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So some of them though, but I would see it them banning them eventually altogether, just because, you know.
It's a liability.
Yeah, liability issue.
Yeah.
It could damage the inside of the tubes. Who knows?
Yeah. It's actually my dad's profession. Builds water slides internationally.
No kidding.
Yeah. It's his job. I thought it was such a cool job when I was a kid. What does your dad do?
So
my dad builds water slides.
He just goes away all the time and builds Newport?
Yeah, he works like 6 months of the year and then it's home the other 6. And I got to go to a couple different jobs. When he had easy jobs, he'd be like, yeah, you can come.
Yeah.
So Palm Springs, Aruba. It's kind of cool.
I'm trying to find you like a nice...
Yeah, I was going to say, you're driving me way out of the way of your place now.
I had plans to do softball tonight anyway, so... Somewhere up here, if we can find like a nice shopping center type thing. Like I said, I don't drive up here too often.
Yeah.
And,
but like, beautiful shoulder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like, I look for 3 things in a hitchhiking spot. Long line of sight, which this has, pretty long straight stretches. Wide shoulder, which this has. But the only thing it doesn't have is like slow traffic. It's not horribly fast.
Yeah.
It's not interstate speed, but it's fast traffic.
Yeah. There's enough cops that post off these little shoulders that keep people from flying out here.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like their area right here.
Yeah.
But a lot of woods, you know, to go off in.
Oh yeah, I won't have a problem trying to camp around here. That's for sure. And I'd feel bad trying to get a hotel again. Like I just spent past 2 nights indoors.
Yeah, but
Spoiled hitchhiking.
At least you got your clothes washed and
That's true.
things like that. And it was part of the experience too. You went fishing, things like that.
Oh yeah, that was a great experience. I just don't want to be sleeping inside every day. It's I'm conflicted on that issue. Like part of me is like, this channel is about hitchhiking, not sleeping outside.
Yeah, but people, like, to me, I don't want to just see you walking it. I mean, I like the car ride thing and that, but it's to see you go somewhere else and then doing something fun, you know what I mean? Like, I've never been here, you know, like if you went to water country, everybody's watching you go to this cool ass water park, you know, and then they don't get to experience that, you know?
Yeah.
Shit, you're here, you're walking, might as well just take a day and have fun.
Yeah.
You know, you weren't spending any money with them, you know, other than probably a fishing license.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
Probably don't have much of a signal. At least I think we're all running the rain.
We've escaped the rain, yeah, temporarily it seems, and then it'll just wherever we stop, it'll be slowly moving in my direction. But yeah, we see a nice spot. Do some hiking out here at some point. I won't get to on this trip, not with my setup, but
yeah,
I'll come back and do some hiking.
A lot of nice houses, you know. A lot of old people live in these houses. That was farmland, and they usually lease the farmland. I know a buddy that has a house on farmland. He just leases it out, and every month they strike him a check. He doesn't have to work. He just lives on, you know, as long as they keep using his land every year.
Yeah.
He just doesn't work at all. He makes a ton of. I mean, his land is worth so much money.
Wow, that's pretty good setup he's got.
Yeah, they've got a lot of money. But you know, when you live out here, you can buy. You know, there's not a lot of houses out here. You can buy a ton of land. You know, versus like where I'm at Gloucester. I went to high school here, and I was like, you know what? I'm getting the hell out of here when I graduate. I'm going over to Newport News. So I lived in the busy area of Newport News. You know, an apartment, and I couldn't stand the traffic. You know, and then once I had a wife, I got married with kids. My wife and I were like, let's go back to Gloucester because we can get a bigger house, more property.
Yeah.
Our property taxes are cheaper. It made more sense, you know. And that's what people do. They come out here and they buy a ton of land and put a nice house on it, and they pay just as much as they went and got some old house, you know, in downtown or Newport.
Yeah, for sure.
But you know, of course, you got miles and miles before you go to a damn grocery store or gas station now.
Yeah, that's the downside of living in the country.
I haven't seen a grocery store or gas station in a while.
That's the downside. But I think eventually when I like settle down somewhere, it's not going to be in a city. It's going to be somewhere a little bit more rural.
Yeah.
I like it. We've got some land, some space to breathe. Peaceful. And then a random sporting arena thing out of nowhere.
That's a Virginia Motor Speedway. They do mud bog races.
Okay.
They do mud bog drag races to the left.
Yeah.
And there's dirt track racing around there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they have a lot of people go to it, believe it or not. It used to be some small little thing with just, you used to back your truck up and sit on the tailgate and just watch.
Yeah.
And now it's blown up, man. People come from all over to race that track. Watch them sliding around the dirt corners.
Have you been to one?
I haven't been to it since they redid that. No.
Oh, okay.
I've took my son to a few mud bogs. He likes it because you sit on the stands and you can get covered in mud. So he has a blast.
But yeah, it seems like they put a lot of money into that place. Like, it seems well done.
Yep. The cash payouts are really high.
Yeah.
It used to never be like that at all, man. It used to just, even though the mud bog trucks that go there, the money that they put into them just for a little silly pass. It's just crazy. It's crazy. But back when I used to go to it, we were in high school and we didn't have a lot of money. You could take your own truck out there and just go through it. Everybody would get stuck and have a blast. And, now they've changed it to where you're gonna have class. It's like it's a legit thing now. It used to just be you go for fun, pay $10 a truck, just go take your own vehicle.
Yeah. Huh. Times have changed, apparently. Churches than stores.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know what the hell is up here. It's been so long. This is the way you need to go.
Steady enough,
you'll definitely have a car. A few cars every minute or so. Yeah.
Where I had the one spot in really rural Arkansas. I had 20 cars in 4 hours.
Damn. I watched it in Kansas one time, and you were walking for a while too. There, well, it seemed like it.
Yeah. Because as long as there's traffic, then there's always maybe someone, maybe one of these cars will pick me up. But there's no cars. They're like, well, no one's gonna be pulling over until I see another car.
And you have enough food? You have food?
Oh yeah, I'm good. Yeah. So we don't have to be next to anything too substantial. If the weather gets bad, then I have equipment and stuff to bunk down for the night.
Yeah. What do you eat? Just meal replacement type foods?
Stuff I have in my bag right now, just a couple candy bars, almonds, cashews. That's all I got right now.
Those are healthy fats, huh?
Yeah. Calorie dense things. They don't take up much space and they're just high calorie content. Ideally with some protein in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spot to pull over.
Huh? I'll pull over. You let me know whenever you're.
Yeah. Okay.
Whenever an area looks okay for you.
Yeah.
You're driving, man. Is that your first time going fishing?
I've been salmon fishing in Canada. Just different. We'd be trolling on a boat. That was a bit different. And I've casted a line before, but not since I was a young kid. So my first cast when I was fishing with them.
I
You saw that?
But it was the reel though, right? Didn't it?
Yeah, I flipped it over and I went to cast it and it didn't.
Didn't it flip back? I think it flipped back on you.
It went for half a second and then flipped back on me. So then it was tunk.
Yeah, I saw it. I was watching him. Everybody was anticipating, oh shit, here we go.
Yeah, I know.
We thought you were gonna hook Banjo because Banjo was behind you, so the chat was yeah, he's gonna straight up hook his ass.
But after that, the casting was okay. First little hiccup.
Yeah. and then Alec, I was sitting there I don't know, it was late night. I mean, you guys were just hanging out outside, and
Yeah.
Alec was talking about getting all those ticks on his nutsack.
And yeah, like the other guys had like, you know, a tick on them here or there, and like they got some chiggers and stuff on them.
Yeah.
I didn't get touched. Albeit I was the only one that actually sprayed themselves with bug spray.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah.
So bug spray works, everyone.
I know. I'll watch his stream, and he's just sitting out there, and those mosquitoes are just like, you know, loving that light that he's got out there, and they're all in his face. And I'm like, oh man, I can just imagine, because you know, being out in the woods myself, the mosquitoes are horrible. We have to pay to get our yard sprayed for mosquitoes, because I mean, they'll tear you up, man. They can make you miserable.
Yeah.
Like watch that Naked and Afraid shit, where half the people can't even take the bug bites. You know, they're ready to call it quits just because of the bugs.
Oh yeah, and that does so much for your mental like state, like having that in your ear, like it's killer.
And it's nonstop at nighttime too.
Yeah.
You know, they can't even go to sleep.
Yeah, like once I'm in my tent, I'm locked out from the bugs. So even if I hear them, I know they're not in my tent, and I like that mental thing makes it okay. But yeah, if you have to cowboy camp, just in a sleeping bag or whatever with your face exposed, like it's brutal.
Yeah, we don't have anything really crazy up this way. They do have coyotes. They're not horrible. But
they'll leave you alone unless you have some really tasty food, which I don't.
Yeah, we don't really have them. I mean, they're out in this area right here. They're shoot to kill.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you see them on your property, because
just a pest.
A lot of farmers and stuff, man. It comes after their chickens. So when they come on their property, man, they'll kill them all.
Yeah. Yeah, there's really nothing out here.
It's gonna be like that for a long time.
Huh.
Like, I mean, there's nothing on 17 up this way.
Huh. I don't want to make you drive too much out of your way. It's just like it'd be nice to be next to some kind of service.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to find time. Like I said, I haven't been up here in a while. Like, there's got to be some type of little shopping center or something, some type of grocery store. Yeah, gas station, Wawa or something.
And then the rain comes back.
What? All right. So that's Marina. What's this? Yeah, there's Sunoco. Is it a good one? Something you want? No. Want to look for better? Yeah.
Like, well, it's on the wrong side, but I can still walk out and like hitchhike like right there.
You think you're gonna try to get out farther north by the end of the night? You're gonna try to get a few more hours of walking?
I'd like to get one more ride.
Let's see how far. 12 miles from Tappahannock.
5 to Dunsville. Is there anything there?
I don't even know.
Man, this rain. I hitchhike in the rain all the time. I just need a phone that can be in the rain. Just with
all
the live
newer
stream
phones are becoming, all the
at least
phones,
water resistant.
Yeah, a lot of them are water resistant. I think the new Samsungs. I'm not sure if they're all water. I know the new iPhone X is, but
they're varying levels of water resistant, like up to 2 feet for X amount of minutes. They like do some IP something rating or something.
yeah.
you should just hitchhike rain or shine. I just don't like thunder and like lightning because
Yeah.
when you're standing out, it's an actual kind of risk. Especially with a nice metal pole just attached to me. But yeah, electronics, man. At least my electronics.
Yeah, it's hard to stream in the rain, I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
even I guess the water wouldn't be that too bad on the camera lens.
Yeah, like the camera's pretty small, so one drop on there kind of just like now you've got a drop covering the whole
Yeah.
little camera thing. So you'll have to clear it or somehow put it at an angle so the rain isn't hitting the lens.
Huge solar field over there.
Is it like a pretty sunny place here, like days per year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those. Just recently, it's almost like it rain. In this, it's real humid here. It's really rare for it to be like it is right now.
Yeah.
It's usually humidity is up there, man. It really takes a toll on you.
I know. Yeah, that humidity is killer.
But yeah, because it's a totally different heat. Like I've been out to Houston and stuff, and it's hot. It's hot there, but it's different. Even like when I used to go to Canada, it's cold there, but it's like that dry cold, and it's like totally different. You know, you feel like you could be out in it can be way colder than it actually is. Like 30 degrees there is Fahrenheit is a lot different than 30 here.
Yeah. I know, guys. I left my bracelets behind. I feel bad, but it's okay. I've gotten over it. Suncoast gas station at Dunsville up ahead. Apparently at
That's what it said.
Yeah. Or someone commented.
Might be where people are turning in right now.
Yeah.
Gas station usually generally a good spot for you to.
Yeah, I
meet
could
people.
if the rain really picks up, then I can ask people at the gas station. If it, yeah, there you go. If it's decent, then I can go out on the road, and I can use washroom, get snacks.
Yeah, it's a little small one, dude.
That's okay.
But you're not too hard for Tappahannock either, so. You're with some country folk over here, man.
Yeah, it looks pretty country.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably where they go for their milk and bread, man.
Yeah, this is their grocery store.
Yeah. All right, man.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking me
Good
out
luck
of your
to
way.
you.
I will need that look. 1 sec. Just need my stuff together. All right. Oh, you're right. You comfortable getting a picture?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. All right. This, that.
Where's the camera at?
That's
It's an old phone.
Yeah, it's one of the old ones. Perfect. Well, thank you so much.
Let me help you get your stuff like that.
It's raining here, though.
That's okay.
And you took me like so far out of your way.
No, man,
I really
think
appreciate
I'm
that.
20 minutes back up the other way. Not a big deal. Got
All
everything?
right. I hope so.
All right, man. Good luck to you.
I'll need that look.
Huh? You don't need it?
Yeah.
All right.
No, I do need it.
Oh.
Well, thank you so much, Nate.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, have a great evening. I know I left my bracelets at Alex. I realized that a little earlier when I looked at my wrist. But that's just the way it is. I'm a little sad, but I knew I was going to break them or lose them at some point, and it happened. Yeah, he was under-exaggerating how far he went out of his way. He went really far out of his way. Everyone at this gas station is very local, I can tell. This is like their grocery store. So I can try and talk to people here and see if they're going anywhere down the road, but I'm guessing they're just going off of these little side roads off of here. Yeah, he's got some humility. Yeah. Thanks, Nate. I can post them to you. It's okay. It's okay. I'll survive without the bracelets. Stay there. Just gonna put my waist belt on. '17 is a trucker route as it gets later. Like, it's interesting, but like trucks don't pick me up, I guess. They came from I know. Like, and like I told them, like when I received them, I'm like, I break everything, I lose stuff all the time. Like, I didn't mean to leave them behind, but I did. And that's just where we're at now. I guess I'll grab a Snickers. But it looks like it'll be fairly clear for a while. Oh, it's raining right now. It's actually raining through see that hole in the ceiling? I'm like, why am I still getting wet? Because there's a hole in the ceiling. I'm gonna grab a snack. Where are we at? A really rural gas station in Virginia. The radar has not been reliable today at all. They were like, it shouldn't be raining there. The radar doesn't lie. I'm like, well, you can look at it. You can see the rain falling. It's falling. I swear. Is this me? How much are they? They don't give me prices. That's some accent there. Just seeing what different kinds of candy they've got here. So it'll be clear soon. Oh, they've got York pepper. I might grab a Snickers and a York peppermint patty. I love mint chocolate, like so much. Someone told me about another mint bar, but I don't remember what it's called and I don't see anything. Do you ever buy a Twix? No, I'm gonna buy a Snickers because I'm working for that Snickers sponsorship. I wouldn't mind the York sponsorship too.
I love that. I love Far Away. Yeah, son. Then they had one that's Prima. PRIMA.
Oh man.
Quite a few years since I've gotten some. But I don't know if you go online and order not,
wait.
but there's people in Tasmania.
Yep, this me. Thank you for gifting sub to Mind Effects. Oh,
It's like a
Nate.
soft, sweet smell.
Nate, welcome to the Twitch Hikers. So you're probably not watching right now because you're being responsible and driving.
You're welcome. Hello.
Hi, how's it going?
Let me off for you.
That's everything.
You have a chip?
Yes, I do. Cool.
Did you need the receipt?
I'll be okay. No, thank you.
Have a good day.
Thanks.
You want it in a bag?
No, it's okay. Thank you. I'm just not a big fan of Twix, you know? See? Thank you. Alright, let's just How am I getting rained on? You got my... You got the pin? Well, if you steal my credit card information, then I'll just get a new credit card. That's the nice thing about credit cards. Zero liability. That's the benefit. Gas station hike? Everyone stopping here is going to be local, I'm guessing. I think I'll have to go on the road, but it's nice to have the gas station here as a place to get stuff. Cool Sky Road in. I haven't had anything like crazy exotic. We had that 70 Opel GT. What? Show them text links for the 50 bits. Yep, it is me. Bits in your name, bro. Oh, and I broke Solo Q. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the Twitch Hackers. Thank you for the support. Let's eat this York. How is the rain hitting me? I don't understand. I don't understand.
I'm serious. They need fucking help.
Whoa.
I'm off Thursday, so.
Oh, she go tomorrow.
Okay.
Before 5.
Oh, I leave at 3:30.
Okay. So I'll get down there before then.
Yeah.
Oh, there's an Uber driver. I'm guessing there's no Uber out here.
All I gotta do is let her know. You know what I'm saying?
But like, I guess like, if you're just like, you could just chill at your home, have your Uber on, and there's someone like around in your rural areas like, hey, I need a ride, then you could like Uber out there. And live from the morgue, thanks for the raid. Thanks for the host. Welcome live from the morgue viewers to Hitch Live. Credit card leaked in Glorious 360p, exactly. Don't stand in a puddle, I'm not. Mint chocolate. Sponsor me, York. You're at the only wet spot in the concrete, except I'm not standing in it. Because there's a hole in the ceiling there, but I'm not in that puddle. I know you guys think I'm standing in the only wet spot, but I'm not. I think you'll be number 1 on IRL one day. Yay. York peppermint patty, that's correct. You heard rap music asking for a ride? The rain never stops here. All the radar people have been seeing is like, yeah, it's not supposed to rain, or it's just supposed to rain a little bit but stop really soon, and then it just keeps raining.
Hey?
Will you stream when you're done hitchhiking? More hitchhiking, general travel. Maybe I'll do some stuff on like home PC about credit card churning, how I got my first class flights around the world for next to free. I try to help people plan trips around that, or just get like, we could do like bring viewers on and kind of consult about what type of trip they want to go on, how they should go about planning that, but still come back to the hitchhiking as the core of this channel, but have some general travel kind of features. But I want to take you guys hitchhiking to Europe. And Willie, what day was that? Do you remember? I don't remember the exact day. I was in Houston, Texas. It's probably 20-something days ago, so day 40-something. Maybe day 40-ish? 40-something. It was the rainiest May on record here in Virginia, and it's still raining. Anything that has to do with hitchhiking, pretty much. As far as my continued content, yeah, like hitchhiking is a means of traveling. I feel like I can do other things about traveling and still kind of keep to the core, but still come back to the hitchhiking. You should take fans with you when you hitchhike. Like maybe for individual hikes, like next town down the road, and then I don't really want travel partners. I'd take someone for a hitchhike. The gas station like this store is pretty quickly talked about loitering. Most of the time, usually not. And then I'm a customer. I've bought goods here as well. Especially if you're buying stuff there, they're a bit more friendly towards you because you're actually a customer.
He only wants somebody to Saturday and Sunday every week.
Everybody go do that.
No.
Evenings too, right?
Yeah.
Everybody go do that.
What's the person that works at the store?
He screwed himself.
That's why I quit.
Oh, okay.
Because he got me back to Saturday and Sunday.
I do want to take Alec hitchhiking though.
That's crazy.
I think that would be hilarious. Naturally good at slap swap. I've learned to be good while hitchhiking because if the ground's like wet or dirty, I don't feel like sitting on the ground, so I just squat. It'd be harder to get a ride with you if you had company. Two guys is very slow. One guy, one girl is a good combo. So like if I've got good like chemistry with some guy and we wait 4 hours for every ride, then that would be fun. But if I like otherwise it's just like standing for 4 hours being like just waiting for a ride. It's cool seeing you hang out and fish with Alec. It was cool hanging out and fishing with Alec. It was a really cool experience for me. It's a very cool experience for me. I felt honored to have got to meet Alec and Banjo and Andy. Concept Alec first hitchhike to New York City wins. That would be kind of fun. We should try and do a hitchhike race at some point. I think that would be fun. I don't know with who. Of course Alec could join. Where are you headed? DC, Washington, nation's capital. We're really rural right now. Gotta get Eugene to DC. You guys catching fish yesterday? Alec caught a gar and a turtle. Neither were the things we were trying to catch. I had 2 little bites, but I suck at I was gonna say I suck at hitching. I suck at fishing, so they got away. We were gonna camp or like catch and cook. We brought like charcoal and stuff to like get our fire and coals going, but we got poured on, so we cut the stream early. We were planning on cooking out there, but how far is DC? A couple hours. And Nate drove so far out of his way to get me here. It's insane. I just really want this rain to stop. You guys aren't waterproof. When are you going back to Canada? When I go to all 50 states. once I finish this trip. One day you think you'll hitchhike to the moon? To the moon? That'd be cool. You like the haircut? Looks awesome. Thank you. It came with a free back massage and neck massage. Planning on coming up to New Jersey. I am, but it's illegal to hitchhike in New Jersey, so I've had a couple people mention that they're from New Jersey and they've offered to like give me a ride through it, or like through part of it. In 2 hours, when he hits Fredericksburg, he'll be 2 hours. Is it really that far? Where are we? Where am I? Let's see. If I click Washington, D.C., which route does it want me to take if I drive? Well, it says it's 2 hours from here. 2 hours and 3 minutes. You're a very neat looking guy. Like, neat as in interesting, neater as in clean. There's two different kinds of neat, I think. Kind of looking red? I shouldn't be. I haven't been in the sun for a couple days because it hasn't been sunny. You got a new emote yesterday. I like emotes. Like for your channel? It's dragging something. Cool if you wind up in Morristown, drinks on you. Cool. Why do you think hitchhiking is illegal in some states? I'm guessing it's like this. I'm guessing it's like the lawmakers think that hitchhiking is dangerous for both the driver and the hitchhiker. So like, what do we do if we think something's dangerous and we don't want them doing something dangerous in the interest of public safety? We ban it. Just like drugs. Marijuana, bad. Ban it. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. By the way, I don't smoke. It doesn't agree with me, but I have nothing wrong with marijuana or any drugs like that. So, it's just an example. Tan line? Tan line. Being at sunburnt through the clouds, I understand that, but the UV index is actually very low through clouds like this. I understand there still is some UV, but I'm already... my skin has gotten used to being in the sun from the days of actually being in the sun, and I wear sunscreen on the sunny days, but on days like this I don't need sunscreen. My skin is used to it. Been to Kentucky yet? Not yet. I live in Virginia, one town over from Newport News. Oh, I was just in Newport News. Now I'm not. Are you going to Quebec or back to Washington? Oh, back to Washington. Also, I have to hit like Kentucky and Tennessee. So we go to New Jersey because there's already too many cars on the road. Stopping to pick someone up could get people killed. So what I said was then makes sense that it's dangerous for the hitchhiker and the people picking up the hitchhikers. So they banned it. Have you been to Virginia Beach yet? Yeah, I hung out with Alec Ledford in Virginia Beach. So you just sit and ask people to ride. Do you profile people to ask? Right now, I'm not even asking these people. I can tell these are all very local cars. They're not going anywhere. This is in a tiny town, and I'm just gonna. I don't think I'll be able to catch a ride from people stopping here. I'm just gonna walk out onto the road when it stops raining. If it stops raining, and then hitchhiking traditionally. I do have a 17 North sign that I've used back when I was on the 17 North before. Got your whisper, keep your eyes open. Alright. Are you like north of Washington, east, west, south? Like, I don't know what the situation, where I should be trying to get to. Someone's like, oh, I'm going here, and I could be like, oh yeah, let me out here. I guess I could have looked it up. I do have your address, but... Have you hitchhiked in the UK? If so, where? Yeah, I hitchhiked in the UK. I took a ferry from Ireland to Wales, hitchhiked up through Wales into England, up kind of the M6 north, western England. I didn't really stop anywhere until I got to the Lakes District. Then I hung out there for a while. Okay, I'm just sitting there. I'm tired of squatting. Wait, is this illegal? No, because I would have been banned off Twitch already if it was illegal. I follow all the local, state, and federal laws as much as I can. To help anyway make through Columbus, Ohio. I still have to go through Ohio, so I do appreciate that. J Huff X. It's a Motel 8 when just past 70 hits 360. It looks like $80 a night. I'll send you the money if you want to stay for the night. Check your phone to see how far away.
Yeah, you do the same.
Thank you, the one and only Mauler.
Okay.
Appreciate that.
You get Bella, right?
17
No, I'm having back
and
surgery next month
oh, that's just up the way.
on the 18th.
Good luck.
All right,
We'll see you,
thank you.
With 17 hits 360. Like if the weather's gonna be rough, then yeah, the one and only Mauler. Thank you. My legs fell asleep from squatting. Bad circulation when you're squatting, I guess. Oh yeah, I'm good. Wait, are you local here? Oh, okay, because I'm just hitchhiking through. I'm just taking a break. I'm trying to go north, Washington D.C. eventually. Yeah, but you're just staying in this area, right?
Yeah, I live right behind
Oh,
the
okay. Hey, but I appreciate you asking.
No problem.
Yeah, have a great evening. Oh yeah, there is one.
You got something to eat on and all that shit?
I do.
Sure?
Yeah, I do. Thank you though. What a nice guy. Okay, I see it. We get to Silver Springs, Maryland. All right, let me see where that is. Silver Springs. Silver Springs. Let's just type it in rather than just looking blindly. Silver Spring, Maryland. Okay, so kind of north of Washington, just north of Washington. I'm guessing I'd get dropped off in the Washington area, then I'd just take transit up to that. Hitchhiking in Washington is not going to work. Ah! Whoa! The one and only Mauler. He had a room and rest. The $100 donation. $100. You know how many days of travel that lasts me on like my old trips when I was a cheap hitchhiker? It's like 2 weeks of travel on my old trips. Thank you so much. That's an insane amount of money. That's insane. Thank you. Get a room and rest. Might just do that. Thank you. Oh, that's insane. Thank you. Do you have any plans to continue to stream once you get back to Canada? Yes, I do. Been packed up by a fan? Yeah. It's right outside DC. Okay. Available on Discord or Whisper if needed. Time to work for you. Okay, see you, Blazing Tiny. What's going on? Nice haircut. Yeah, I know, it was nice. I also got a massage. Have cops ever stopped you giving you tickets? Never gotten a ticket, but I have been stopped by the cops. Moving to Virginia, by the way, now you can find a lever since that's what our state's for. I thought that was hilarious. I walked across the border, and it's like Virginia is for lovers, and I'm like, what? What a strange thing. You make it there, money, income. Yeah, I got the money. Most likely hit DC before you hit Maryland? Okay. Chain hotel motel sponsor? Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Sent your info on Discord if you want to stay in Arlington. Is that in the DC area? Or your pants are too tight? What about my pants are too tight? Ah, that's crazy. $100, man. Nice haircut, thank you. You think you homeless? No, he was extremely generous. Do I look that homeless? I know I'm sitting on the ground, but do I look homeless? Cops have never given me a ticket. I'm just only getting to the stuff now where people are seeing the $100 donation. I was way behind on chat because I was looking stuff up. Are there any places to actually stay though? Yeah, just up the road there's a Motel 8 or something like that, and it's just up by a highway junction up ahead. If you can take transit into DC, we'll compensate you for the like, you don't have to compensate me for anything. Like, you're doing so much for me already, Clutch Frog. You don't have to compensate me for everything, anything. Yeah, there's a motel just up the road. I'm sure I could get a ride there. And I've only got an hour-ish of, he can't now. You guys didn't get the credit card number. If anything, you got my PIN. What are you gonna do with my PIN and no credit card number? This is why I stream in glorious 360p, because you can't read my credit card information. Get around here. Yeah, okay. It's a good call. Has it stopped raining? Looks like it's slowed down at least. Worst case scenario, I'll pick you up in DC. I'll get out there, Clutch. Don't drive into DC. I've heard how bad the traffic is in DC. Do you sponsor yet, Trevor? Not yet. I think it's right next to DC. Okay. Look like a snack. Thank you. Toot. You look like a 15-year-old runaway. Oh, thanks. Transit and compensate. No, it's no compensation required. Okay, I'm back. I'm caught up on the thing. They can't do anything with the PIN, and you saw it. You really couldn't tell what your PIN was. Yeah, like what are you gonna do with the PIN and no credit card number? If you were gonna do stuff online, like purchase things online, it doesn't require your PIN anyway. It's just your credit card number and your security number. And if you guys did manage to read all 16 numbers and the security, like the 3 to 4 number security thing, I could just call up my credit card and be like, someone stole my credit card information, they'd cancel the card, send me a new one. Life would go on. I have backup credit cards. I'm really not that concerned about it. That's why I use a credit card. Alright, what do we got for rain? Just wing it. Isn't you said that? Said what? I don't know what we're talking about. How do you charge your stuff up? I got about 3 days of batteries, and then I need an overnight recharge. But apparently, I'm staying in a motel tonight because someone gave me $100 and for me to stay inside, which I do really appreciate. You already whispered your cell number, but you whispered the number 2 again. Okay, thank you. Where would they send your credit card? You're over the place. They have systems in place for international stuff like that. You just pick a place, they'll send it to. Come through Indianapolis, you have to stay in a hot meal. Thank you, Awesome Al. I appreciate that. I probably will. I probably will. Okay, I'm gonna eat my Snickers, and I'm gonna catch a ride out to the. Catch a ride out to the motel. Twitch hiking is cheating, you're a cheat. Sure. I have Twitch hiked 11 times out of 138 rides. So, whatever percentage that is, less than 10%. Have you hitchhiked in the winter? Yeah, I hitchhiked to the Canadian Arctic last winter to Newport. Did some ice road hitchhiking. Alex streaming with his future wife. Aw. See, every time a viewer picks me up, you're gonna have someone say that you're cheating and you're not. You're a fake hitchhiker. I've real hitchhiked through 25 countries. Been picked up over 800 times. The real hitchhiking. If you want to call me a fake hitchhiker, have at her. Describe taste. It's kind of like. Have you ever tried a Snickers before? It's kind of like that. It's really like that, actually. Have you ever died while hitchhiking? 3 times. Going through Michigan, you lift through around Detroit. You'll save me. Yes, save me from Detroit, please. Got a little caramel on your lips? I'm saving it for you guys. Mars is greater than Snickers. That's 1, false. 2, that's fighting words. 3, you're banned. You should eat a Twitch bar. If they make them, I'll eat them. Legit cats? No.
You take care.
Can't find the rulebook for hitchhiking on Google. No, but when I coordinate rides, that's really not hitchhiking. And I understand that. And this trip is called Hitchhiking America. So I understand people. I understand people. Be like, you're not hitchhiking. Yeah. People are gonna get mad no matter what you do. You were JK about the sheep? And I had a feeling you were. But I felt like addressing it, because that does happen every time I Twitch hike. And you didn't use a kappa. How am I supposed to know? Insert a kappa. You count it as hitchhiking? I honestly don't count it as hitchhiking. I count it as a ride on this trip, but I don't count it as hitchhiking. We call it Twitch hiking. People that watch you in their area, why wouldn't you want to meet them? I want to meet them. And I wouldn't mind getting a ride around places, kind of like tourists, like check things out. We get between cities. This is Hitchhiking America. I want to hitchhike. Yeah. Cool one Twitch hiking in Utah. Let me know. You need a spot to sleep. You have an IKEA couch bed you can sleep on if you're not allergic to cats. Thank you, C-Money. Now, states like Utah, I have to Twitch hike because it's illegal to hitchhike. Same with New Jersey, and Delaware, and Idaho, and Nevada. Jerby Ficus. What's up, man? Back on board the stream here. Kind of rainy today. But I just hung out with Alec Ledford for 2 days, and Banjo, and Andy, ATV Andy 105, Banjo Briggs. That's what I've been doing the past couple days. That's good. I'm gonna hitchhike to the next town, and there's a motel up there. Someone just said there's a motel next town. Get some rest, and it's pretty close up. So they gave me $100 to do that, so I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna take the $100 and be like, no, I'm gonna sleep in my tent. You look amazing, Kappa. Kappa just ruined it. I was about to thank you, but now you said Kappa. You don't like any chocolate bars with nuts like Snickers or O. Henry? Which means you're like, we can't get along. We can't be friends. I'm unfriending you on Facebook. Off my friends list. Just call it backpacking across America? No. I did this to show people what hitchhiking's like, and so I'm calling it Hitchhiking America. I've Twitch hiked like 11 times out of 138 rides. It's the vast majority of it is hitchhiking, so I'm gonna call it Hitchhiking America. Third stream you've seen get a haircut today? It's just a good day for haircuts. Are you gonna turn around DC? I want to. I really do want to. You have a Greyhound instead? That's why I started hitchhiking. I hate the Greyhound. You got to see the fish? Yeah. I'm proud of my catfish. Supposed to rain tomorrow? Yay. How many states are you going to? 50. Motel and recharge batteries? Yes. Thank you, Fallen Hope. Like the haircut, thank you. Work as you as a slave to the computer without Google or anything. You need to get a job where you can watch Twitch. You don't look great, Kappa. Yeah, thank you. The Kappa reverses it. So I do look great, thank you. Like the haircut, thank you, Kisa Wolf. Best tool for catching a hitch. Currently use trekking poles, anything better for hikers. This is your best tool right here. Right here. Right there. Right there. That was a hell of a fish. That was exciting. Kinda sucks, no unlimited data. Yeah. Have you considered giving yourself a haircut to save money? No, because I would mess everything up. And haircuts aren't that much money. It's not gonna make or break me. Hitchhiking Mexico next? I would want to learn Spanish first. If Kit Kat offered you a sponsorship on the condition of never eating Snickers again, would you take it? Everyone has a price. Depends on the price. Like, it's like that Winston Churchill thing where, or, I don't know if it's misquoted to him, where it's like, he asked some woman if she'd sleep with him for $1 million, and she's like, well, I suppose so. And he's like, how about 5? And she's just like, what kind of woman do you think I am? Like, same kind of thing. I wouldn't stop eating Snickers for $5, but if you threw $1 million my way, like, do I value Snickers for $1 million? Is Snickers worth $1 million to me? The answer is yes, it is. Sponsor me, Snickers. Snickers is worth more in my life than $1 million. Snickers satisfies. Yeah, you get throttled in Canada. Twitch Hiker Elite, Salt, no motel. Someone paid, specifically said, get a motel tonight. They gave me $100. I'm not gonna turn that down and just pocket that. Alright, how far is that? Wait, at Hedge Live, did you hear about Kappa Tattoos offer? Go by his state and he'll tat you? Really? Is that in chat? Or did I get a whisper Discord? I did not see that. Which state is he in? And what does he want to tattoo on me? Could use it another night? That guy told me to get a motel. And he gave me $100, which is more than what the motel costs. Please a tat on your lower back. Should I just get a thumb? A thumb on me? A thumb tramp stamp. The hitch thumb? Hitch live? Wait, no, I was actually looking at something. Has to be a thumb? Yeah. Good face tap? That would help with the hitchhiking. I've heard. What is it? They even have a Walmart up there. Wow, they got some serious things up the road here. That's only a few miles up the way. Interesting. I could even walk there if I needed to. Yeah, it's kind of far. I hitchhike. I've done $100 for all Snickers. You get $100 of Snickers. Like, I'll definitely spend $100 on Snickers throughout the rest of this trip. So, like, if you donate $100, I can, like, dedicate all the Snickers to you. Have bears ever attacked your tent? 20 times, but I'm really good at fighting bears. The key when fighting bears is to call them, you know, call them names, like make fun of them, call them unattractive, and it hurts their self-esteem, and then they get all meek and like they don't want to fight you anymore because you've hurt their feelings. Are you sponsored by Snickers? Soon. Oh, okay. It kind of looks like the rain slowed down. But yeah. Here's to rub yourself in dead sand and play dead. There you go. That is the key. Oh yeah, crap. Oh crap.
I need a battery right now. Battery stat.
This game was done too. How big more is it? You got a big more? Okay.
Are those hiking shoes? They're leather boots. They're not actually designed to be hiking shoes, but I've made them my hiking shoes. Thank you. Now, we're kind of on the crest of a hill here. So I think my best bet is to actually walk a bit forward. Because there's a shoulder up there, but we're on the crest of a hill. So people are going to have trouble seeing you, and then they're going to be having to stop on a downhill slope where they can't really see what's going on. Guess I could stand back there. Which side do I want to stand on? Mars wrote you back and gave you a contact number and email for their sponsorship team. Hey! They actually got back. A few people have messaged them about that sponsorship. And that is progress. Alright. Oh man. Could get that Snickers sponsorship. This is the real deal, guys. We might do it. We might, and then I'll retire. And then I'm retiring. Because you can't, for a hitchhiker, you can't get better than that Snickers sponsorship. I guess I'm gonna stand at the top of this crest here because then people can see you from far away. If I go on the other, like I'm walking backwards right now, but if people are coming over this crest, like I look for three things: long line of sight, wide shoulder, slow traffic. I'm not gonna get slow traffic because we're on the highway, but I'm gonna try and get as many of the other two things as possible. So long line of sight is important in these situations, especially with fast speed. You need time to make that decision because you have to slow down from highway speed. But yeah, look at that shoulder. Oh, baby. Hitch Live Mars Candy HQ in New Jersey. Go stop by. Like, is that just like annoying to them? Or would they be like, right on, you showed up. We'll give you that sponsorship. I'll really have to work on my sales pitch. Make sure I got that sales pitch down. I think I'm just gonna stop somewhere up here. The shoulder's pretty wide. Hope the rain holds up. Do it, you won't? What, go to the Mars headquarters in New Jersey? Show up with my bag and a bunch of cardboard, be like, sponsor me, Snickers. Baby, you're all that I want. Sing a song like that to them. When I'm hitching here in the States, I'm finding it hard to believe we'd get sponsored. Okay, carefully, don't knock everything over because I'm all corded up. Stay. Oh, I need sign. Yes. This one. Okay. Wait, stand up. Don't be lazy. Don't get kidnapped. I'll do my best. No guarantees. Hitchhiked through 25 countries, been picked up 800 plus times. Hopefully won't get kidnapped anytime soon. But we're back on the road again. I haven't had my thumb out in a while. Nice sign, thank you. Thank you. I put a couple minutes into this sign. Oh, you've got to see my my state highway sign. It's beautiful. Well, don't you dare. I've hitchhiked through Ireland, Wales, England, Scotland, Norway, Sweden. I forgot Canada. Canada, Ireland, Wales, England, Scotland, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Germany, Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, France, Switzerland, Liechtenstein, Austria, Slovenia, Croatia, Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, Russia, Japan, Australia, United States of America. Timer started. Good job. You're from the UK, so we don't do that sort of thing here because nobody would stop. Also, they would think you're a bit odd. Except I've hitchhiked through the UK, Wales, England, Scotland, up to the Orkney Islands and Shetland Islands, and it works just fine. So you'd think that. I guess you're wrong. Yeah. I missed one. Which one? No, hitchhiking in the UK is just fine. Would I want to hitchhike around London that much? Probably not. I don't like big cities for hitchhiking. And the whole Northeast is going to be tough with that. Like, it's just city, 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 city. It's all developed. But the rest is just fine. You ever pay the drivers? I have like a couple times in my life. Because they needed the money more than I did, and I just chipped in for gas money kind of thing. Get snaked in London. Oh no. Like, I've heard they've got water moccasins here. What kind of snakes do they have in London? Instead, you can get tours of Mars Candy. Ooh, that would be kind of cool. I wonder if they'd let me record that. You're from London? Nice. Yeah, I wouldn't translate. Like, I'd never hitchhike in the middle of a city. You'd have to get to the edge. Worse than Australia? What, UK is worse than Australia? I've hitchhiked across Australia as well, and it works well there. Why not use ride-sharing apps instead? Because I like hitchhiking. Why do you do anything in life? Like, what do you enjoy in life? And why do you do it? Because you just like it? And people think it's strange that I like hitchhiking. Maybe I think it's strange that people play Hearthstone, because it's so boring. Hearthstone is actually an interesting game. I'm just, you know. Ever broken down while you're hitched a ride with a driver? Yeah, only once in Russia, and it was a really weird night. I'll tell the story. Yeah, I got picked up by these two younger Russian guys. I was in Russia. I was in central Russia. And like 20 minutes after they picked me up, we broke down. So then all three of us was hitchhiking. I started as being the sole hitchhiker, and then we were all hitchhiking. Or trying to flag down a car so we could get the car towed. We're not towed. In Russia, if you break down, you don't get a tow truck. You just have like, it's like this yellow string. It's like not even rope, it's like string. Okay, it's rope, but it's very small diameter rope. And like any car will just pull over and they'll kind of like drag you into the next town they'll drag you into the next town so you can get it fixed. No one calls a tow truck. So we did that, and it was nighttime, so we eventually, like this cool old like Russian looking van pulled over, and it had like a Red Cross symbol on it, like the medic symbol thing on it. And it turned out this was like a rural doctor van. Like they just tour around to small rural communities and like treat people as needed. So they drove us in the next town, and then this doctor could speak English. It was amazing. He could speak English in Russia. No one speaks English in Russia. So we were talking, and he offered me to come over to stay with his family because they live nearby, and he was going to pick up his car, like get the van to drop him off at his car, which was parked at a gas station. Then he'd drive me to his family's hometown and stay with his family for the night. Then he'd drive me out to the highway the next day, and so that was the plan. So we got dropped off at the gas station where we'd pick up his car, and we got into his car, and he tried to start the car, and it was just like, there's no power, like it sounded like the battery was dead. So we went, opened the hood, and the battery was gone. Someone stole the battery. Someone stole the battery while he was working. So then we're like, well, crap. So he called his friend, be like, can you get me a battery? So his friend took like an hour to get there. But he brought the battery, and then we got it into the car, and they started the car, and the car started. But as soon as we disconnected it, like even after like running it for a while attached to the battery, it was not holding a charge. It kept dying. So I guess the alternator wasn't like charging or whatever that is. So like we couldn't drive it anywhere because it just kept dying. So they attached a string to our car, and they towed us into the nearest town, which was like a very, very rural community just off of that gas station, like dirt roads, like nothing. And we stayed at the hospital there, which is one of the hospitals that he services as a rural doctor. And I got to see what rural hospitals look like in Siberia, which essentially are like a really rough looking, like think a rancher style house, like just one floor. And it was a half kitchen with a hot plate and a fridge, a recovery room with a couple like really like horrible old beds, a doctor's office, a nurse's office, and that's about it. And no washroom. If you wanted to use the washroom, you went to the outhouse on the street, a public outhouse. So I slept in the recovery room, and then met the nurses the next morning. They thought it was really cool. I was from Canada. We got like pictures and stuff. And then he drove me back out to the highway the next morning. Or did we drive a different car? I forget how we got back out to the highway. Whose vehicle we took. And he just like flagged down a truck and got me a 500-kilometer ride just like that. Like he just like pretty much like waved at a driver. The truck driver pulled over, and he's just like hopped up, talked to him. And he's like, yeah, I got you a ride to, I forget the next city that he was driving to. He got me like a 500-kilometer ride. So that was the story of the car breaking down associated with hitchhiking. That's the only time I've had a car break down, though. I think. Yeah. Is everyone freaking out because I said nurses? Classic Twitch. 4 or 5 states hitchhiking is legal? Yeah, in 5 states. Nevada, Idaho, Utah, Delaware, New Jersey. Do you speak other languages? Not fluently. Enough, well, I'd learn enough to be polite. You know, introduce myself in their language. Being a doctor in Russia is a pretty common profession. It still takes a lot of schooling to become a doctor in Russia. And the only 2 people I met from hitchhiking that could speak English were both doctors. And both of them were amazing experiences. The first one was, where was I? I was only a few hours east of Moscow, and this guy picked me up. He could only take me like 20 minutes down the road or something like that. But he had a CB radio in his car. He just had a normal car, but a lot of people have CB radios out in Russia, in more rural places. So if they need, assistance, they can call on that. Because a lot of time there's no cell service as well. And I told him what I was doing, and then he got on the CB radio and was in Russian, telling people that he's got some Canadian guy with him trying to get to Vladivostok, or anywhere east of here, and if anyone could take him anywhere. And they got me like almost a 3,000 kilometer ride. From like Nizhny Novgorod to like Novosibirsk, which is right in the middle of Russia, like halfway point. Are you Russian? No. I'm from Canada. I just hitchhiked across Russia. Because I was hitchhiking around the world, and east of Europe, your options are limited. Like, you've got the Middle East or you've got Russia. But that's not even my longest ride. My longest ride is 3,400 kilometers. What are kilometers? Oh, actual units, based on logic. How did you communicate with Russians? Difficultly. with difficulty. In Moscow, I picked up a mobile data SIM, and when we had data, you could use Google Voice Translate. But yeah, it was type 2 fun. I wasn't like connecting with people that well because I couldn't communicate with them that well. You're gonna Uber if you don't find a ride now. Lived in Far East Russia, which is like no one spoke English like anywhere in Russia. I didn't see many people that were speaking English anywhere. West or east. So the only two people I met from hitchhiking that could speak English were both doctors. So highly educated. And not to say that I expected people to speak English in Russia. I didn't. It'd be naive of me to like go into some country and expect them to speak English. That's just the fact of being there. Like, I speak English. I tried to learn some Russian. It was very difficult for me. You say Central Russia, do you mean near Mongolia? Yeah. You know what? The weather's so nice and stuff like that. I think I'll just walk and turn around and thumb it. What do you think, guys? And the shoulder, for the most part, is pretty wide. So, and it's only a few few miles. Sorry, we're in the United States of America. A few miles to the town where someone paid for my specific motel there. So it's just. There's two ways to hitchhike. There's find a good spot and wait, or there's walk and thumb. Let's go. All right, let's do it. If I end up on a corner and it's a bad hitchhiking spot, I'm gonna stop hitchhiking until I get to another straight stretch. Stories about bears? I don't really have any. I've lived in a lot of places that have bears, but I haven't had any run-ins really. Sorry guys, one sec. Alright, how do I want to do this? How can I use the sign and hold this? Still make this work. Oh god. Oh lord. Okay, like that. This. But you walk and do it, you are making progress. And yeah, that's the general thought. The problem is, quite often, like I hitchhike at the end of town before speed picks up, and while it's like kind of like still a straight kind of thing, and there's a nice shoulder, but once you leave town, you don't know what kind of road conditions you're running into. So, sorry guys, trying to use the sign and hold you guys in one hand, which is difficult. Far East Russia, they have a bear at a cave. I did go to that. It's funny you mentioned that. This guy, again, couldn't speak any English, but he gestured to me and we figured out that he was talking about a bear. And he's like pointing over there, so we stopped at this bear in the cage and it was depressing. The bear didn't look happy. And yeah, it was just like some random like little roadside restaurant or something small with a bear. Strange. Like just north of Vladivostok Vladivostok's at the southern part of the little peninsula thing. Khabarovsk is at where it just starts to go south, right? It totally was there. That's so funny that you bring that up. Why not just hold the sign with the thumb hand? Because then I don't get to stick my thumb out. I like sticking my thumb out. That's the same place, man. You were there? What a small world! What a small world. So crazy. You can still stick it out? Like, kind of. Like, I'd be holding it with my hand. Oh, God. Ugh. I told you guys I'm scared of that happening when I walk backwards and the ground changes. I've never fallen from that, but I've been close, and that was a close one too. That's nuts, you live there? Wait, here or that place in Russia? Oh, I'm getting just mauled by mosquitoes. I got a bug spray up. Sorry, guys. I'm getting attacked brutally. Sorry, setting you down awkwardly like that. I need. Who subscribed? Katrady, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the Twitch checkers, and thank you for the support. It's that time of day where they start coming out. And the pant legs, so you don't get ticks crawling up your pants. All right, we're good. Oh wait, no, I didn't get my back of my neck. Ah! On my face, or my ears. There we go. Man, The bug spray they have in US is illegal in Canada. You can't get DEET above 30% in Canada. But here you can get it up to like 100%. It's the real stuff. None of that 20% stuff. Most stuff in Canada is like 20% or less. Give me all that DEET. Gotta get that 120% DEET. It's the good stuff. Wouldn't figure Canada's got a lot of mosquitoes. Yeah, like I guess I could. Yeah, let's try going like that. I've never used a sign like that. I've never used a sign like that, but we'll try. Alright, on the road again. Please don't rain too much though. Looks okay right here. Someone on a motorcycle picked you up? Almost. One pulled over for me, but we couldn't figure out how to get the bag mounted. So I waited for the next ride. So you put RGB lights on your... It's nice to see an actual RL streamers that aren't, okay. I like RL content that's just something different. Like out in the world. Of course I lose my shoulder up here, oh well. We're walking now. Use the camera to see if someone's coming. You hear. When there's not much traffic, you'll hear a car coming. And that's not to say I don't think the other types of IRL content are valid. It's just what I enjoy. I enjoy being outside in the world, doing things, camping, hitchhiking, doing stuff like this. Someone snuck up on me because we're over a crest of a hill, so it's hard to hear them while they're coming up the hill. I think that's valid forms of entertainment. It's just what I enjoy is people out there in the world doing things. Where are you going now? Next town. Done with sign works? Yeah, I kind of like it actually. I can't do my two-finger wave though. I can still nod. It's just sprinkling rain. Not enough that I'm worried about things, but it's just drizzling. It's your favorite state? So far, kind of Colorado. Just kind of had everything, and I hitchhiked on an airplane there, so that makes my looking back at it very happy. It's on my nose. New Hampshire's. Hey Trevor, I love you. Good luck, buddy. I love you too. Thank you for the luck. I think I have heard of that, the real shoe cone. Yeah, I think I've heard of that guy. Interesting stuff. What is clearing up here? Oh, it's all good. You went way out of your way anyway. I'm just happy to be out on the road with my thumb out. I've had a few days off. And it feels good to just get some miles in on my feet. The nod sometimes gets people to turn around and come back. Like, I don't know if it's the nod or if it's just, like, I've had lots of people come back for me. Do you ever hike in nature? I do when I'm back home. But on trips like this with this backpack, I don't just go on random nature hikes. Oh, hurricane evacuation route. Interesting. Do you see that sign? I can't tell if you can see that sign. I don't think you can see that sign right now. Hurricane evacuation route. This is actually the first time I've ever hitchhiked using the sign and thumb in one hand. Kind of like it, especially when I'm streaming. See why watching you so addicted? I don't know, man. I haven't watched someone hitchhike and live stream it. But the mosquitoes are definitely coming out. That's okay, that's why we have bug spray. You suck it up and deal with it. Often people shout at you as they drive past, shout stuff. It's probably happened like 5 or 6 times on this trip. One time we were in town and I was like, I think I should say, I wasn't even hitchhiking at that point. New Hampshire. Thanks for the $1.33 donation. Donation to a dance ride. Thank you.
Donation to Entice Ride.
Sorry, what was I saying? I was saying a thing. Oh well. Is that French? Entice? I don't know the language of origin. Whoever was a professional spelling bee person probably knows the language of origin. Can you use that in a sentence? To entice a ride. Throwing stuff at you. Oh, no, I wasn't throwing stuff. They were saying stuff at me. They drove past me. This was in Oklahoma, I think. And they drove past and they're like, "What are you doing?" I just found that really funny because it's a valid question. It's an actual question. And I'd like to answer your question, but you're driving past me. Said you were walking in town. Well, I had my big backpack on with cardboard shoved out of it, and I think I was taking a break or something like that, just sitting on the next to the sidewalk under a tree, because it was really hot and humid in Oklahoma. It was really hot and humid, and I had to get to the edge of this town. Give them the finger in the review. I'm not mad when people don't pick me up. There's many reasons to not pick up a hitchhiker. It doesn't bother me that people don't pick me up. In fact, I kind of like that hitchhiking is like difficult. Like, the rides don't come instantly all the time. Sometimes you wait a long time, sometimes you struggle, which makes it more rewarding. If it's super easy all the time, it's not that rewarding to me. You have to actually work hard and struggle for something to be rewarding. You have to put effort in. Is the rucksack hurting you back? No, it's a good backpack. It's easy to hitchhike. Everyone do it? Like, honestly, I think hitchhiking is actually fairly easy, like at its core. You do kind of push your body sometimes, and mentally it can be disheartening. Everyone that drives past is saying no to you, essentially. But people are scared of hitchhiking. I don't think it's necessarily the difficulty. It's people are scared of other people. And what they've heard about hitchhiking is that it's very dangerous. That's a really cute story, Latesi. New haircut, you're more aerodynamic. There you go. That's why I shave my armpits too. Makes me more aerodynamic. Have brothers and sisters? I got one sister, two stepsisters, two stepbrothers. So it's a couple miles to the next town. As the sun is going to get down. If it gets quite a bit darker, I'm going to throw my high-vis vest on, stop hitchhiking, and I'll just trek to the next town. And I'll tuck my pants into my socks. And I'll be walking on the other side, so I'm facing traffic. It's safer to face traffic. And with the high-vis, they'll have no problem seeing me. In the world that would actually do this is probably so damn... Yeah, probably. Is it more annoying to have a bike with you? Well, a bike would weigh a ton and take up a ton of space. But yeah, I had a viewer donate $100 and be like, up ahead there's a Motel 8. Go stay there. And they donated $100. Real $100. So... you don't get the safer to face traffic thing. If someone is like driving weirdly, or they're gonna start driving on the shoulder about to hit you, if you're facing traffic, you can see them. Right now, I can't see traffic behind me. It's safer to face traffic because you can see what's coming at you. Put a boosted board. What's the mileage on those? Also, I feel like it'd be weird bouncing on that with the big backpack on. Because sometimes people will not be paying attention to their driving and they will drive onto that shoulder. And if I'm walking like right here, because it's more comfortable here and I can't hear them coming, all of a sudden they're on top of me and they drive over that shoulder, they can very easily just swipe me. How do you find your previous trips? I work at jobs. I sell outdoor gear and apparel. Bike packing trip? I would like to do a bike tour trip. I think I'd enjoy long distance bicycling. Guess walking backwards would be the best. Walking backwards is sketchy because I'm just like, especially on ground like this, like it changes, and I'm just gonna trip on something. Is that a license plate in your backpack? No. I don't know which one you're talking about, the thing hanging off the side or the thing hanging off the back. One's a solar panel, one's an antenna. Where in Ireland did you hike? Flew into Dublin, hitchhiked across Galway. Didn't really spend much time in the cities. Then hitchhiked all around the southwest section, went to Cliffs of Moher and stuff like that. Spent some time, quite a bit of time down southwest. Then hitchhiked up through Galway again to Sligo. Hung out in Sligo for a couple nights. And then hitchhiked like right through the middle from the northwest corner to the southeast corner. Is it Rosslare Harbour? And I took a ferry to Wales. I love mountain biking, it's like real mountain biking in mountains. I used to like cross-country bike in like the foothills of mountains, like on Vancouver Island, like lots of up and down. So like a full suspension bike, but a light bike because you have to pedal up just as much as you pedal down. No like ski chairs. Like when you're a downhill biker, you either push your bike up or you go to a resort and you get a chair to bring you up, or you get someone to drive you up the hill. So the panel isn't doing much today. Yeah, there's not much sun out. Like you get something even when it's overcast. Is there anything particularly you want to see in the northeast of Ireland, or in this northeast? We're still. Or I couldn't tell if you were the same person because I didn't read the name. In the northeast of the United States, I just want to go to all states. I don't really have much plans other than that. The thing that's most visible on his backpack is an antenna. That is correct. New England area. Like nothing in particular. It's starting to rain a little bit more, but it's not too bad yet. Have you eaten, dude? I had a York peppermint patty and a Snickers bar. 2 Snickers bars, actually. Would you hitchhike in Korea or China? Yeah. I actually was planning on hitchhiking in South Korea. But then I ran out of time. Like I got to Vladivostok in Russia, and my plan was there was a ferry at one point from Vladivostok to a city or town in northeastern South Korea that I wanted to take, and then hitchhike through South Korea to Busan and take the ferry from Busan to Fukuoka, then hitchhike to Tokyo. But I was running out of time and I couldn't really figure out the ferry. There wasn't much information on the internet that I could find, or it was like seasonal or something. But anyways, I was out of time, so I just flew from Vladivostok to Fukuoka and hitchhiked to Tokyo from there. Should have drank your water? Yeah, I will at some point. It's not very hot today. Yeah, the whole west coast of Ireland was gorgeous. I spent actually a couple days at the Cliffs of Moher. I lucked out on weather. I was there in June, and it was spectacular. It was gorgeous, like barely a cloud in the sky. And June in Ireland can be pretty variable, just like Vancouver Island. You don't really get reliably nice weather until like August. And even then, it's not guaranteed. Should hitchhike with the XBC in Korea. I'm down. I'm down. I was trying to get Alec Ludford to come hitchhike with me, but he does have a few things going on that he has to attend to. My thumb isn't as prominent with the sign out. Used to get a spot mountain biking in Abbotsford, really nice. I had the bike up, it was fun. Yeah, but when you're doing stuff like that, the bike up is grueling. Oh, it's so good for you though. And then the reward is biking back down. How long does it take on average until someone stops? 20 to 30 minutes on average, if we're talking about median. Sometimes it happens instantly. Sometimes it happens before I'm even hitchhiking. Other times it takes, longest I've waited is 8.5 hours. Put sign on your chest now. I do want to, I do want to do it. My chest strap it does help the bag from shifting around, which can kind of annoy my back after a while, because I do have a bit of a trek to get to the town. And if it gets much darker, then I'll just be trekking on the other side, and I'll be walking, I won't be hitchhiking anymore. I don't hitchhike at night. finance major talking about median. Yo, median's the best. It doesn't include outliers. So, you know, you don't really incorporate those outlier times, like the 8.5 hour time, you know, if you get a couple of those kind of skew your results. Uh-oh, it's actually raining kind of hard now. Whoa, though. Shopcat, thanks for the 2,500 bits, 2,500 bits. That's a lot of bits. Thank you so much, that's huge. Whoa. Whoa. This rain's not nice though. Thank you so much for 2,500 bits, it's huge. One sec, I got a sub too. Yep, it is me. Thank you for gifting us up to Shopcat. And Shopcat, welcome to the Twitch Hikers. And again, thank you Shopcat for the 2,500 bit donation, that's huge. And yep, it's me, thank you for another gifted sub. You've gifted a few. It doesn't tell me how many. I was reading on another, oh, it's actually really coming down. Why does everyone tell me it's not gonna rain and then it rains? It keeps raining when people say it's not gonna rain. Oh. Someone pulled over for me though. That's nice. That's excellent timing. Hard to run with this backpack. Hey, how's it going?
Hey there, already?
Whereabouts are you headed to this evening?
Well, I'm going just a little bit above Tappahannock.
Yeah, I'm just going to the next town. I'm gonna bunk up for the night. It's kind of raining.
Okay, well, I'm
You
going
can take me?
into town.
All right, now I'm from Canada and I'm just documenting the process of hitchhiking. So I do have this little camera here thing with me. Is that something you're comfortable having in your car? All good? All right. Bag in the back seat?
Yeah, you can put it in the back.
Perfect. Sir. Thank you. Oh,
Yep, I've been to Canada, Old Town, Quebec.
oh, you went to Quebec. Beautiful place.
Oh, yeah. I went up with some kids. I took some kids up there.
Oh yeah, for like a field trip type thing?
Oh, yeah, the French class.
Oh, for the French class. That's kind of cool.
He's always do that.
Well, thank you so much for grabbing me. I really appreciate that. The rain just came back out. Had a little bit of a break and then
Oh, yeah, just come
it came back out.
The choir.
What's your name?
Bobby Bird.
Bobby Bird. My
Bobby
name's
Bird.
Trevor Daniluk. Nice to meet you.
Alrighty.
Woo.
So now, what place you gonna stay at up here in Tappahannock? There's a Holiday Inn.
I think there's a Motel 8 or something like that. I was gonna stay at.
That's
yeah.
right by the Walmart. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll stay there.
And of course, it's right across from the Holiday Inn one too. So,
I got some options if I don't like the price they quote.
amen.
There you go. Oh, do you see many hitchhikers around these parts,
No.
Bobby? No. When you see them, do you pick them up, or have you?
Sometime I'll do it.
Yeah. Well, that's
I
very
say God
generous
to
of you.
take care of that. I ain't worried about that.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
But yeah, it wasn't even forecast to rain today, but it's
Well,
been
it was
raining
just
all
calling
day.
for this drizzle stuff.
Yeah, I was in, where was I? Just near Norfolk early this morning.
Norfolk.
Yeah.
I used to stay in Norfolk.
Oh yeah.
I went to college in Norfolk.
Oh yeah. What did you
Norfolk
take
State.
in college?
Tailoring.
Tailoring.
Oh yeah, I can
Do you
sew.
still work in tailoring?
No, I'm in the school system now, so I drive school bus permanent all day and paraprofessional in the classroom with the special ed kids.
Oh, okay. There you go.
So I've been driving the bus 27, in the classroom really 24.
Yeah. Roll down my window. Bug on me. How do you like your jobs?
Oh, I have buku fun.
Yeah? Buku fun.
I tell them, I don't give me the doggone normal kids.
Yeah?
Because you can't tell them nothing. They just downright hard-headed.
Yes, they are. That was me when I was a kid, too. Was that you when you were a kid, too?
Oh, no, Lord. We got our tails toe up.
Oh, yeah?
Our mother and daddy didn't beat us. The grandmother would get us.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. They
Where have
would
you-
tear us up good.
Have you always lived in
Here, Tap
this
Alley.
area? Yeah, okay.
See, I live northwest of the town.
Yeah. But yeah, tomorrow I'll be heading north direction DC, Washington.
I used to work up there, too. I used to
You've
stay
been
in
everywhere.
D.C.
Oh, yeah?
I said it's too crowded, too congested.
Yeah, I've heard really bad things about like traffic and everything in
Oh,
the DC
yes.
area.
I worked up there. That was long enough for me.
Yeah.
So I got laid off in January of 1990.
Yeah.
And when I came down, I said, thank you, Jesus, no more 95 for me. So I ended up started driving the bus in March of 1990.
Yeah. Interesting. You've been at it for a while then?
Oh, yeah.
28 years?
Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes.
But yeah, so prior to this trip, I've hitchhiked in 25 countries and I've been picked up over 800 times now. And the whole, what I'm doing with this trip and this documentation thing is showing people what hitchhiking is like, because I think it has a certain reputation that,
Some can be good, some bad. If some got the wrong intentions about it,
yeah,
then it's bad.
yeah, exactly. It is really however you want to make it. Like I'm a pretty patient person, pretty positive person, and for me it's a very fun, rewarding activity, and I get to
Now,
meet some
the
amazing
egg is
people
right
like you.
here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, anywhere here.
And then the Holiday Inn is right over here by the Walmart.
Oh, perfect. Well, thank you so much.
So, yep, you can see the Holiday Inn. It's right behind this white building.
Yep. Yeah, I see it. I see it.
Well, all right, Mr. Dan. Until then, again.
Until then.
Now, I don't guess I'll run across y'all in Canada again.
Hey, you might. You never know.
Oh, that's all right.
Everything works in weird ways. Well, thank you so much for the ride.
You're welcome.
You saved me from the rain.
All right, now.
Oh, wait, 1 second. Actually, if you do want to see what it looks like for Canadian to hitchhike about, I got a little card for you if you want to ever send me a message, just see what I'm up to.
Okay, good,
That's me.
good.
And as part of the documentation process, would you mind getting a quick picture with me? Is that something
yeah.
you're comfortable with? Yeah.
I'll get a picture.
Perfect. Alright.
Where you want to take the picture at?
Oh, we can just take it here.
Ta-da!
We did it. Picture in the bag.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Alright.
I tell them there are good people in this world.
There certainly are. And you're one of them. I wrecked it. We good?
Oh, maybe I got to put you in park.
There we go. Well, again, thank you, Bobby. Have a great evening.
Okay.
Hey, thank you. Hi. Just looking for a room for tonight. Of course. There you go. You're gonna be muting, so just one second. I'm going to mute right now. I'm back. Wow. Look how much room I have. Wow, so much room for activities. Who's coming over for a slumber party? Anyone? Oh, no bed bugs there? I checked my bed. When I was actually in that car, and I opened up my window for a second because there was a tick crawling on my pant leg, and I just picked it up and dropped it out the window. Did you give enough? You gave more than enough. You gave more than enough. The one and only Mahler. Thank you so much for that donation. I was pretty committed to camping out tonight because I'm stubborn. But you got me in a motel room. I like this place. It's nice. I didn't expect this. Wondering why you opened the windows? I didn't open the windows, but I'm about to shut them. Wait, did these not shut? What the hell? The blinds only go to there. What if I want blackout blinds? Oh, there's ones behind. Okay, I see. Okay. I do have to do a tick check pretty quickly because I pulled a tick off of me already. Check the bed for stains. That's fine. I don't really get grossed out by things. I would prefer to not pick up bed bugs though. Oh wait, when I got picked up, did someone just sub? Did I miss a sub when I was getting picked up? Yep, it's me. Thank you for gifting another sub to the one and only Mullet. The one and only Mullet, welcome to the Twitch Hikers. And again, thank you for the $100 donation earlier. The one and only Mullet. That's huge. That's an insane amount of money, and I thank you for your generosity. And yep, this is me. Thank you for another gifted sub. You've gifted a few subs now. Is Lyme disease very slow and turn into a Lyme? No, you slowly turn into a limey, which I believe is someone from the UK. Right? Was it UK? Where there's one, there's usually more ticks? Yeah, I need to give myself a quick tick check. Small ones are the worst. This one was pretty big. How much was the hotel room? $67 bucks. You missed a donation during the drive? I cannot scroll through my alerts. This phone is too old for that. It's freaking out. Oh. New Hampshire, thank you for the $1.33 donation. Bobby Bird, have a nice night, Trevor. Up next, Snickers is on me. Thank you very much, New Hampshires. Wait, no, I have to scroll back up. And Chill in Texas, thanks for the 1 bits and the 20 bits. What internet you use for streaming? Verizon. Unlimited Verizon. You're hearing some weird noises in the background sometimes? What kind of weird noises? Like monsters? Found isopropyl alcohol makes ticks let go. I don't know if it works well. Yeah. See the lighter and burn them off? Yeah, you can do that too. You can hear the AC. AC is not on right now. Actually, I should turn it on. No, maybe I won't while the stream's on. I'm not using hotel Wi-Fi. Light static? Hear a rattle. Maybe I broke this microphone too. I break everything. So I wouldn't be surprised if this one broke as well. Did you know that you were featured in a video on Livestream Fails last week? Yes. Was that the murderer one? I did know that, Alyssa. Sounds like your phone is speeding up and slowing down. There's no sounds in here that I hear. I might have broken the mic. I'm gonna mute it and then re-plug it in. Okay, I replugged it in and maybe. Are you in Virginia? Okay. Still bad? The mic? Did I break this mic too? Using no mic. Hopefully that... Damn it, why do I keep breaking things? Oh man. Okay, no mic now. It's just the stock mic in the microphone. God dang it. It's the mic. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna still try it again tomorrow and see if it's just like there's some water in it. I have a new mic coming. Another Rode Video mic me being sent to just past Washington. So I'll have a replacement mic coming. Why did you get a 4-person room? I just asked for a room and this is what they gave me. F. Broken.